trade on my sleepiness, but no, I'm so fried.
Yo, what up, everyone? Welcome to the UFC Louisville. Jared Cannonier versus Nassourdine Imavov. Watch and bet along. So far, boring ass night of fights. Watched all the prelims. We started the night with 6 straight decisions. We did just get a finish in the last fight. And because the prelims went so long, we're getting a little bonus fight right here, right? We got Thiago, Moises, and Ludovit Klein. We are in the middle of round 3 right now. It looks like there's about 4 minutes left. I'll get the clock up there for you in a second. And we'll talk about this fight in the meantime. Personally, I need the over 2.5 in this, which is going to hit in about 1:20. So I need that to hit. Had that parlayed with that Prates Radke fight to end by KO. So that'll be nice if we get this to go another minute. And whatever, there's the timer for you. Didn't think this fight was going to go that long, especially in the first round when fucking Moises got rocked. But you know, we made it. We made it, guys. Solid night so far. Let's see. Lost on the first fight of the night. First fight of the night, I had the over 2.5. I also took Dos Santos by sub. I had like a weird intuition she was going to get a sub there. She had 8 wins by sub, and Tomar, the girl she was fighting, had lost 3 times by sub. So I was like, ooh, need that right now. Oh, let me get the lower for you up here. All right. And so that wasn't great. I was on Taylor Lapalus by decision, but unfortunately I had that parlayed with Dos Santos by sub, so that did not hit. The Moira Gomes fight, Maura, whatever the fuck her name was, I had the over 2.5 in that. I also had that parlayed with Marcos and Castaneda to go over 2.5. So that hit. That was nice. This one, we got the double whammy. I hit the hedge and the OG. So Montana De La Rosa took her to win, parlayed it with the over 2.5 in Brad Katona. That was plus 223. Also took over 2.5 in Montana and Andrea Lee, and parlayed it with Katona by decision plus 111. So I love that when both hedges hit. This fight, as I mentioned, I had win by KO in the Radke practice fight. And it's actually 196, not 198. I read that wrong. Either way, guys, we already hit it. I was fucking talking through it. I didn't even notice. But yeah, we hit that shit. So plus 196. Solid night so far on the prelims. I don't normally like tell you guys my prelims picks necessarily. I kind of just give them to you when I go live here. Something I might consider in the future, giving out my prelim picks. But if the prelims are anything like the main card here, we're going to have a great fucking night. I'll tell you that much. Shout out to everybody in the chat. What up, Andrew? Yo, yo, yo. Hey, Manich in the house. What up, dog? You had under 2.5 for this? Yo, so over 2.5 was definitely not something I thought that was going to happen in this. It was more of I actually took Thiago Moises to win because he was plus money, and I was like, kind of like that. I do think Ludovit Klein is clearly winning this fight right now. But yeah, dude, did not think it would hit the over 2.5, especially when it started. But we get there, you know? It's not always what you think's going to hit. It's where the value is. And that's something you can never forget. And as I say that, Ludovit Klein just fucking rocks Moises. This fight might end right here. He's landing some vicious ground and pound. Moises does a good job of grabbing the arm, holding him over. But yeah, that was huge. Dude, one thing I will say about this is Ludovit Klein's takedown defense is fucking phenomenal. Thiago Moises had 2 perfectly timed double legs, like literally arms locked behind him, and Klein just sprawled and got out. Like, I don't know what the fuck. Maybe you could say, oh, Thiago's not that good of a wrestler. But personally, I think Ludovit Klein is really fucking good at takedown defense. I'll get into all the bets and the parlays and shit in a minute. Once this fight ends, we'll switch on over to that. But as I mentioned, pretty whack card so far. Not the greatest card on paper. I kind of feel like we're entering that era now where the COVID... Remember when we were just coming out of COVID and they started doing fights in front of crowds, and it was like, oh shit, there's like a whole new, like, the fights are great when they're in front of a crowd. Like, everyone wants to show out. The crowd is there from the first prelim. Like, we're kind of getting back to the days of pre-COVID when it's just like, this isn't that great of a card, and it's in fucking Kentucky, so no one's really going to show. I don't know. Like, I hope I'm wrong, but I feel like we're entering the old way of doing things. But yeah, I'll take anything over the Apex, honestly, which we're back in next week. But I digress. Let me just pull up this. Oh, as always, guys, we're doing the mystery bet. If you've never been here for the mystery bet, I'm going to get the fucking poll up in a second. Once I get the poll for you, it'll make a lot more sense. But basically, you're going to vote for which fighter you think wins the fight. The only thing is, you don't know who you're voting for. You're just going to pick A, B, C, or D. I have 2 Nassourdine Imavovs in there and 2 Jared Cannoniers in there. So we'll just land on one of them. Methods, same thing. I believe I put in 2 KOs, a submission, and a decision. If we end up getting decision in the second poll, we won't end up doing the third poll, but the third poll obviously has random over-unders. Try and build a same game parlay that's in the plus 1,000 range. Not always the easiest given the odds of the fight. This one is expected to go long, so I did put in more unders than overs in there. But we'll see how it goes. Getting the scores right now from this fight. 30-27, Ludovit Klein. Mystery bet number 1, we got A, B, as I write the options. All right, guys, poll is in there. Get after it. See what we got on this. In the meantime, let me show you the bets for tonight. So 2 parlays, 1 single. You could see them there. First fight of the night, Miguel Baeza, Punahele, Soriano. We are taking the over 1.5. Obviously, a risky fight. Both of these guys love to finish fights by KO usually. But I don't know, man. I think it's going to go a little long. I'm feeling good about that. Julian Marquez, Zach Reese. We need to not go the distance. That I feel pretty confident in. It was like minus 600. Mostly because Reese has never actually been out of the first round. And Julian Marquez is usually good to either get finished or be finished. We got the 3-leg parlay after that. We need Brunno Ferreira by finish, which I will say I got at terrible value. It was like minus 220. It's all the way down to like minus 150 right now. So wish I got it at that because this parlay would be way fatter. Did take the alternate total rounds on Rosas Jr. Turcios at over 1.5. It is set at 2.5. I do think that fight goes long. Looking for a sneaky play. I think Rosas by decision. And Dom Reyes in the co-main, I don't trust his chin whatsoever, so I took the very safe over half a round. Those 3 parlayed plus 172. And then main event, making me nervous at 40 years old, but we're riding with the killer gorilla, Jared Cannonier, plus 125. Shocked he stayed an underdog all week. Julian Marquez, for example, opened at plus 115. He's at like minus 150 right now. So shitload of people were jumping on Marquez as a dog. Not so much with Jared Cannonier. It did come down a little bit, but he's still plus money. So if anyone wants to hop on that, you got plenty of time to still do so. Marcus Mustard. Cheers, fight fans. What up, Marcus? How are you, man? They should do outdoor events during the summer. Dude, that would be cool, Andrew. And they have done it before, and like boxing does it from time to time, but you just run the risk of like, I mean, dude, it's like having tickets to a MLB game in the States here. Like, sick, I got tickets to this great game, but if the weather sucks that night, like my whole night is ruined. It's kind of a shitty feeling as opposed to when you're going to an event in a stadium and you're guaranteed for that event to happen, even if the fight card might change a little bit leading up to it. But Eagle FC had that. Well, they were going to do that for the first Fight Island card. I think it was supposed to be outdoors, but it was too fucking hot. They had to put that shit inside. Happy for Ludovit since he's Slov. Oh, I didn't know you were Slovakian. Congrats, bro. Learn something new every day. Let me tell you guys the fucking gimmick parlays we got going on for this card. By the way, last week we had 18 of them on UFC 302, and 2 of them ended up hitting. So shout out to anyone who might have taken those. The California parlay was minus 111. I believe that was Kevin Holland, Sean Strickland that hit. And then the Russia parlay, which I'm blanking on who the first Russian was, but it was also, it was Roman Kopylov and obviously Islam Makhachev. So for tonight, the Brazil parlay already dead on the first fight of the night with Dos Santos there. So I'm not even going to go through it. California parlay, you can still get this. It is a main card parlay. Technically, we got Rosas Jr. and Dom Reyes. That's plus 316. The Dustin parlay also, you can still get in on now. Dustin Stoltzfus and Dustin Jacoby. That's plus 351. The Elevation Fight Team parlay still alive and well. Montana De La Rosa, who doesn't train at Elevation anymore, but used to train up there. She's on that. She obviously got the win. That was a big upset. That was nice. And Dom Reyes was training with Curtis Blades earlier in his fight camp. I think it was only like a week-long stint, but we're going to count it, man. He was training at Team Elevation. Count it. That's plus 567. All you need is Dom Reyes to pull it off, which some people are high on him. Personally, I could see him getting chinned again. The JC parlay was John Castaneda, Jared Cannonier. Castaneda obviously lost. The Louisiana parlay died with Andrea Lee. The MMA factory parlay, those French boys still alive. Taylor Lapilus got it done. You just need Nassourdine to get it done in the main event. That is plus 149. The MMA Lab parlay, you could still hop on this. This is Julian Marquez, who just went over to MMA Lab, started training with Jared Cannonier for this camp. They were training together. Parlay those two together, plus 251. The one loss parlay, you can still get in on it. They're all on the main card. That would be Zach Reese, Brunno Ferreira, and Raul Rosas Jr. That is plus 322. The Texas parlay died with John Castaneda. The tough parlay, which I took, the Ultimate Fighter parlay. We are 2 for 2 so far. We just need Ricky Turcios to get the upset over Raul Rosas Jr., which personally I don't have too much faith in, but I was just hyped when Montana won because like Brad Katona was the biggest favorite on the card. He should have easily won, and he did. So when Montana won, I was like, dude, the tough parlay has a chance. I love a parlay that you make or break on the last leg. There's nothing worse than like if Brunno Ferreira doesn't get the finish here, now we got to sit through the next 2 fights with nothing. I'd rather it lose on the Dom Reyes fight when it's like, all right, it's all down to this, you know? So the tough parlay is all down to this. Also took the Extreme Couture parlay personally. That is already dead. That was Cody Stamen and Punahele Soriano. I didn't have too much faith in Cody Stamen, but same sort of scenario as Montana. I was like, dude, if Cody Stamen gets it done, I kind of like Puna in that fight. And that was plus 732. It's obviously dead. And last but not least, the undefeated parlay, which is dead. That was Maura, whatever the fuck, and Daniel Marcos. That was plus 196. So there's like 3 or 4 you could still hop in on the main card if you guys want to get in. My tough parlay, which you can't still get in on, but I got that going. That's still alive. And I didn't do the MMA factory parlay, but that is technically still going. By the way, guys, if you're ever like, dude, why don't you give these to us ahead of time? I tweet all these out the night before. So last night, they're scheduled tweets. So I have them go out like late last night and then throughout the day this morning leading up to the fights. So if you're ever like, oh, dude, I want these gimmick parlays before the card starts, that's where you get them. Go on Twitter. But if you want to just wait till the stream to hear them, because like me, I rarely take them. If I see value, I'll take it. Like I was like in the Extreme Couture parlay for value, a 2-legger at plus 700, and both guys seemed like they could get it done. Tough parlay again, a 3-legger where you got 2 dogs and 1 big favorite. It's like, all right, that's doable. And we're close. We're close, guys. Andrew taking first 2 parlays tonight, but need Imavov. Imavov. I'm trying to learn how to say his fucking name because I've been saying Imavov for the longest time, and I think it's Imavov. And now my brain doesn't know which fucking one to say, and I just constantly switch between the 2 of them. But I digress. But I respect it, dude, if you need him. And also, thank you for taking the 2 parlays. I appreciate it. Let's go. Gaff will be here soon. Gaff, Manich, and Tristan are all in Boston right now. Gaff will be joining us last 3 fights. Don't know if he's going to be with the 2 of them, but I'm sure they're having a blast over there, so they'll be joining us later. Oh, if you guys were on the stream last week and you remember Tristan did a shoey. Okay, I was inspired by that. Because if you remember doing the stream, Tristan's like, yo, Venmo me, I'll do a shoey, whatever. I was like, I ain't got Venmo, whatever. Okay, guys, I made a Venmo for the channel. It's in the description. By no means am I asking anyone to send anything. But if you guys want to get fun later on and make me do some stupid shit like a shoey, or I also got a funnel here. I got some beers here. I got the bong as always. Whatever you fucking think of. If we negotiated in chat and you want to fucking throw it, we'll do it. Otherwise, by no means ignore that shit. Never pay anything for this. I do not care at all. Totally fine by me. Also, I've never made $1 off of this so far, so really don't care if I continue to make no money, but it's there if anyone wants. Speaking of bong hits, as always, I mean, technically we just went through a fight, but that fight wasn't supposed to be on the main. It was a prelim that got dragged late, so we're taking the inaugural before the fight start bong hit, all right? Also, I haven't smoked yet today, so gonna get super duper high. That's a lie, actually. I did smoke today, but it was hours ago, all right, guys? I purposely waited hours in between. First fight of the night, though. Let me get the graphic up for that. As I mentioned, Punahele versus Miguel Baeza. Both of them been finished in their last 2 fights. Both need a bounce back. Possible the loser gets cut. They're both fun, so I don't know if they would, even though it would be 3 losses in a row, I don't know if they would cut them. Might let them go for the 4th loss, but I do feel like Puna has his back against the wall more so than Miguel. Especially coming from such a good gym like Extreme Couture, I feel like there's a lot of pressure to like perform. You know, you have great coaches around you, so if you're not performing, it's like it's kind of on you, bro. Gaff, I imagine, will be in a good mood after Tingus Pingus dick down Dallas. Yeah, and they're in Boston, dude. And Andrew, they're doing a stream for Paul Pierce tomorrow. This goes for everyone, by the way. Gaff, Corey, Tristan doing a stream for Paul Pierce tomorrow for All the Smoke Productions. Not sure where it's streaming, YouTube, Twitch, one of those. But it's like a pre-show to the NBA Finals Game 2, and they're literally like across the street from TD Garden. So I don't know if they'll be at the game after, but if anyone wants to tune in to their stream tomorrow night, it should be. I don't know. The game's probably at 8:30, so figured 7-ish, 7:30. They're going live. I think it's just it's Paul Pierce and like Rachel Nichols, I want to say. Sometimes they got KG there, sometimes they got Boogie there, but I think this is just those two. Maybe someone else that I'm forgetting. But yeah. If you like basketball, it's fun to tune in. Baeza round 2 sub for 48 units. Wow. Oh, because you had a parlayed with Pretes. Round 1 KO. Also a ballsy pick. Damn, dude. Hope you get it. I just hope it goes over 1.5. Really. I want to also say now, before this card starts, that last week, UFC 302, I was like, all week, I was like, bro, I'm kind of regretting my picks. I don't love these picks. We ended up going 4 out of 5. And now I'm like having the opposite feeling. I'm like, oh, I really like all my picks this week. And I just worried it's going to completely backfire. It's weird how shit like that happens. Like you might be like, dude, I ain't getting shit right this week. You get a clean sweep and you might feel like I'm getting everything right and get nothing. So that's fucking sports betting for you, right? Dude, a lot of AC/DC walkouts tonight. This is like the fucking third AC/DCs. I think this is the second in 2 fights. Ludovit Klein came out to AC/DC too. Shout out my Aussie brethren. Oh, some of them are Scottish, some of them are, but shout out Phil Rudd. He's Australian. Thunderstruck, baby. Thunder. I've always said, because people always ask you this question, like, yo, what would your walkout song be? TNT. I know a lot of people use it, but TNT by AC/DC. That's my walkout song. All right. Got to rep Australia in the walkout. Got to have a dope fight song. And got to get hyped. And that song does all 3 of those things for me. King J, yo, what's good, brother? How are you? Do you have a Phillies picture as your photo? I think that's Phillies, right? Phillies are fucking really good this year. Don't think they're as good as the Yankees, though. Am I right? Oh no, well, Yankees lost last night, so maybe they passed them. But either way, 2 best teams in baseball, I believe. All right, guys, inaugural bong here, right here. Also, this cut man in the corner looks like Ludovit Klein. Did he just come back out here to fucking do the cut? Oh, to the yeah. Oh, to the yeah. Oh, wait, I went out of order here. Phillies just played in London. I knew that. My girlfriend and her whole family, big Mets fans. So I knew they were playing the Mets. You're from Philly, and yeah, we're good as shit this season. Yo, King J, Gaff went to Temple University. So Gaff lived in Philly for like 4 or 5 years. I've never actually been to Philly. I did plan a trip there in March of 2020. And if you can guess, the old little thing they called a pandemic happened. Had to cancel that trip. Driven through it a bunch of times on like road trips, but never actually hung out there. I did go there as a kid, but I'm not counting that shit. Schwarzer, I don't know many baseball players. Schwarber, I think it's Schwarber, right? Is he on that team? To be honest, baseball is one of those sports I only watch my team. Like I only watch Yankee games. So if they're not playing the Phillies, I don't know anyone. I mean, I know like Bryce Harper, but I'm the same, Andrew. I'm very casual when it comes to baseball. But yo, fuck baseball for a second because we need the over 1.5 right here. All right, guys. Are we gonna get it? I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. Oh, I mentioned this in the breakdown. Both of these guys, 9-4. Both of these guys, 31 years old. So you could argue they have the same exact experience in both life and fighting. Obviously, then you could argue when did they start training, how long they've been pro, blah, blah, blah. But we're just boiling it down to those two stats. They are exactly the same. Oh, and my bad. They're not both 9-4. They've both had 13 fights. That's what it is. Because Baez is 10-3. Close enough, guys. Same fucking thing. What's up with you in Australia and where do you live right now? So I am half Australian. My father is Australian. So I always I root for all the Aussies, really. And I live live on Long Island. They call me Long Island Luke. So if you're not you're from Philly, so you probably know Long Island. But anyone who's not in the US, if you're wondering where Long Island is, it is right. It's the 6th borough of New York City, all right? In fact, Josh Hart of the New York Knicks thought the 5th borough was Long Island, not Staten Island. So, but yeah, I like work in the city and shit. So I'm usually about 45 minutes from Manhattan. Aaron Judge is a demon. Bryce Harper, Castellanos, Baum, Schwarber. You think you went to Long Island? Really? I am taking Puna. Aloha. All right, hell yeah. You know, those Hawaiians, they love going to train at Extreme Couture. Puna, fucking Brad Tavares. Fuck, who's that other dude? Smaller Hawaiian. Oh, Dan Ige. They all fucking train there. It's like if you leave Hawaii, just go to Vegas. Ninth Island. Staten Island or something. Yeah, I don't know why you would have come to Long Island, if I'm being honest with you, Andrew, as someone from the UK. Like, unless you flew in, like, people want to argue here, but okay, Brooklyn and Queens, if you're not from New York, Brooklyn and Queens are on Long Island. Yes, they're different entities, whatever. They are their own borough. Like, no one from Brooklyn is like, I'm from Long Island, and no one from Queens says they're from Long Island. But look at the fucking map. They're the same landmass. The island that we're named after has Brooklyn and Queens on it. You have to cross a bridge to get to Brooklyn and Queens, but you don't have to cross a bridge to get there if you're already on Long Island. So they're the same fucking thing, all right? But so if you flew into the two major airports in New York are both technically on Long Island, LaGuardia being in Queens and JFK being in Brooklyn. So if you've ever flown into New York, into one of the major New York City airports, you've technically flown into Long Island. Went to NYC on holiday. All right. So you flew into one of those, unless you flew into Newark in New Jersey, which is just across the water, not far from New York City, and is also a bit like I've flown out of Newark before, despite living in New York or Long Island. I also used to work in New Jersey. So if you live on Long Island or any of the boroughs, you're basically, and the edge of New Jersey, it's all the same fucking area, dude. Really is. It was JFK. There you go. So you were in Brooklyn. Staten Island. So Staten Island is its own island that is south of Manhattan, which Manhattan is what most people consider New York City. You know, that's the Empire State Building, Central Park, World Trade Center, all that shit is in Manhattan. This is bad, yo. Puna's in a leg lock. Been ignoring the shit out of this fight because I just need the over and I don't want to like think about what's going on. But yeah, Staten Island is a borough of New York City, but I will say most people, this isn't true, but most locals, you consider Staten Island more of part of New Jersey. It's actually closer to the land of New Jersey than it is to New York City. But it is technically part of New York City, the 5 boroughs. But you need to cross a bridge and or take a boat to get there. So it's a separate landmass. Oh, your pick is from that I always wondered. It's funny, dude. I always wondered why you had a Statue of Liberty picture, but I was also like, New York's like iconic enough where I understand that like anyone not from here might like be into it, you know, like have a picture of it or whatever. So I never really questioned that, but that's funny. Get half guard Puna. I mean, dude, this is I think it's actually in a worse position now that he's pulling. Oh my god, dude. This is a knee bar. This is gonna hurt like a bitch. And yo, you see Baeza's like really gassing himself out. Also, Andrew, shout out to you. I know you have round 2, not round 1, but I don't know why I didn't see Baeza I know I said in the breakdown to take Baeza by finish, I believe, because that was plus 110 just to cover the sub. But yo, look at this. Puna now on the back landing some ground and pound. A little payback for that shit. Now, I'd love if this round could end because I feel like Baeza is getting rocked by these shots. And this ref is looking a little too close here. This fucking Kentucky-ass ref. Get out of here. All right. I think we're okay, guys. We got 10 seconds left. Big knee from Baeza, but Punahele gets the takedown. Lands some more big shots here to end the round. Big elbow. Couple big elbows to end there. Legit, though. All right. We survived. We survived, guys. You are primed, honestly. Parlayed everything except the main event fight. So you're just like Andrew. Because it's a tough one to call. So I took Raul's money line and the fight to go on to round 2. How do you feel about Raul's money line? So I've kind of been. Here's the thing. I make my own opinions before I like listen to other people's opinions. So I will say when I made my own opinions, aka when I made the breakdowns, I was pretty high on Turcios. In fact, I think Turcios with like the spread, if you can get that on DraftKings plus 3.5, totally worth it. I don't think Turcios gets finished. I think that fight goes the distance. I think Raul probably wins it. I will say to help out your case, King J, the more I've been listening to as the week has gone on, people are like, dude, Ricky Turcios has no takedown defense. Rosas is going to run right through him. And I'm like, fuck, did I not see that coming? So I do feel like people are leaning. Oh, I never put up the fucking lower for this, guys. I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me get it ready for round 2 before it's too late. So as the week has gone on, people are like kind of convinced me that Rosas might run right through him. So I will say, even if I don't feel as confident as everyone else, you should feel good knowing that everyone's pretty confident in him. Yes, sir. Round 1, all Puna, 75 strikes to 10. Damn. Interesting. All right. I think Rosas is overrated. I do too, but if Turcios can't stop the takedown, there's a clear path there, and I don't love that. But also Turcios isn't that guy that I'm confident in like C-Rod. Agreed. And think about how C-Rod won. He out-wrestled Rosas. Turcios ain't doing that. Turcios might outstrike him, but he has to stop the takedown in order to keep it a striking match. So we'll see. You'd rather your sister marry Turcios. Is this B to the fucking C? What up, dude? PC, have you guys announced the guest for Monday yet? Because I don't want to spoil it, but looking forward to that, as always. We need the over 1.5 right here, and this one's been hairy as fuck. Think of the kids. That's true. Turcios very wholesome, you know? 2 guests? Who's number 2? Did I get an email on number 2? I don't think you guys told me number 2. Is it a similar... How do I... Oh, Tiafimo too? Fuck yeah, dude. Oh my God, that's going to be good. That's going to be real good, personality-wise. All right, guys, we need this to go another minute, and Baez is threatening with this fucking armbar here. I'm not into it. Not into it. Yo, I decided, okay, a lot of people like DC on commentary. Personally, I kind of hate DC on commentary. And I was trying to reflect on why. And I was like, oh, he's too jokey and shit. Like, I hate that in a like, you can be funny, but like, don't joke all the time. And then I was like, Yo, DC needs to be in the Dean Thomas role. I'm not saying he's like technical and can break down all these like submission attempts and shit as good as Dean can. I'm just saying, like, Dean, when he comes in, cracks a joke, says what he has to say, and gets the fuck out of there. I like that role for DC, like as the joke guy, quick in and out, not the entire fight. We just hit the over 1.5, guys. I was talking through it. Whew. All right. Feeling good now. Feeling real good now. We can end this now, Puna. Or for Andrew's sake, we can end this, Baeza. Damn, Puna's laying the hammer right now, though. Puna was a good dog in this fight, man. You really just fuck with Rogan, to be honest. So Rogan's another one, man. I don't dislike Joe Rogan, but I don't love him on UFC broadcasts. I know he's like he's almost iconic in that sense. Like all the highlights, you hear Joe Rogan's voice and shit, but like I don't know. I think he doesn't pay enough attention to the sport anymore where it just comes across. It's like, bro, you wouldn't want. I'm not calling Joe Rogan a casual by any means, but you wouldn't want a casual fucking commentating a fight, especially like a fight with well-known fighters that like you and everyone clearly know. And this guy's like butchering their name, never heard of him. And it's like, did you even do any research on this fight? Let alone have you ever even seen this guy fight? He's like a top 10 guy. You've never even seen him fight before. Like, that's how I feel sometimes with that. But I digress. Poon pound. I mean, that's gotta pause for a second on that, but are we going 10-8 here? Nah. I mean, it's a dominant round, but Baeza was technically not that he had a submission attempt, but he was technically like you could argue working from the bottom when he was going for that arm bar. Like right now, he's getting ragdolled. Also, really smart game plan from Puna. Like I thought they would just stand and bang, and honestly, I thought that was the smart game plan, but clearly he has a wrestling advantage over Baeza, and he's exposing that shit. Puna looked like he was thinking about maybe going for an arm-in guillotine, but decided to just stay working from half guard. Big knee to the body. Getting to the end of the round here. All right, well, Puna's definitely up 2018. I just don't know if he's up 2017. Either way, seems well on his way to win this fight. And either way, we hit the over 1.5. So what do we really care, right? I mean, I know some of you care. Well, Andrew, I'm sorry because I know your Baeza by sub round 2 is dead. Anybody else in chat have anything on this fight still alive? Mad Dog Puna. Don't put pressure. They're telling Baeza not to lean on his arms in between rounds, his corner, because they're like, don't put pressure on your arms. I guess it's just going to gas him out more to like put the weight on it. Interesting tactic. Doctor saying anything you need me to look at. Baeza said no. Coming back from break, it looks like no. Puna betters rejoice. 5 more minutes. 1 unit or 10 units. A good read. It's still a good read. Hell yeah, Marcus. But Baeza is not broke. Beast Baeza is still dangerous. I think Baez is broke. I just I don't know if you're watching on the international feed or ESPN, but if you're watching on the international feed, they don't go to break between rounds, so you get like what the corners are saying and shit. And Baez looked like he was fucking out of it. And just as I say that, Puna gets the takedown easily again. Everyone tweeting saying 2018 Puna. What else we got going on here? I'm gonna start packing this here bong hit for the old victory bong hit. I mean, we still need Julian Marquez, Zach Reese not to go the distance, but given that Zach Reese has never even been out of the first round, win or lose, I'm feeling good about that. Also, I know a lot of people are not into Julian Marquez in that fight, but I am. I feel like he wins. King J, first of all, thank you so much for always asking me random questions. I like this shit a lot. Do you have an all-time favorite and a current favorite UFC fighter? So I will say, all-time favorites, they're literally the three of them are behind me on the wall there. I got to say, Robert Whitaker, probably number one. He's on the two posters here. Fucking Volk, right there, and figures they're both Australian, right? And probably Chris Weidman, who I do not have on the wall actually. Those would be my top three right there: Weidman, Whitaker, Volk. Weidman really because he was first Long Island champ. Well, he's not first Long Island champ actually. Matt Serra would be, but first champ that I really watched come up kind of thing. Because I didn't watch Matt Serra really like that. And yeah, just a cool, wholesome ass dude. I feel like same with all three of them. They're all like seem super chill. Never met any of them, I will say. But I have met a bunch of fighters randomly in the wild and through work and shit. Weidman, when he defeated Silva, was insane. It was both times. The first time being a little, I mean, both were fucking fluky, we'll say. Because, Silva doing the Muhammad Ali shit and then Silva breaking his leg. But yeah, dude, I saw Weidman fight Kelvin Gastelum live. Technically, I've like high-fived Chris Weidman, but I've never had a conversation with him. If you count that as meeting him. I was going to say, I was actually there with Gaff, too. We went to Weidman Gastelum in 2017 on Long Island. And we were right where the fighters walk out after the fight's over. So we were meeting everyone mostly after they won. The loser would walk past us too, but the losers usually didn't want to like high five and mingle with the fans. They were usually like head down, fucking walk into the back of the locker room. So we met a lot of the winners, and Weidman got an epic win that night. That was the loudest I've ever fucking heard that stadium. It was crazy. And Wonder Boy was in his corner that night. And Wonder Boy had like a full-on conversation with us. Wonder Boy was like, "How fucking cool is that, guys?" We were like, "Holy shit, Wonder Boy!" Like that was like Wonder Boy's prime too. I don't remember if he had already fought Woodley for the belt, but if he hadn't, it was like the next fight to come after that. Like it was right around that time, so it was like peak Wonder Boy. Back-to-back 10-8 rounds here. Yeah, Puna's gonna win this. Puna by decision, though. I wonder what that was. Because I would have thought this fight ended by KO, if I'm being honest. But I'll take a little dominant decision here. Back to back. Once this fight ends, I'll finish the first mystery poll and we'll see what we got on that. I'm taking the victory bong hit now, though. Don't let me get distracted. All right, wait, actually, I'm getting distracted because I gotta pull out the clock once this round ends. We are done here. Puna, most definitely 30-27, maybe even a 30-26 in there. Marcus is scoring at 30-25. I mean, either way, great win for Puna. Dominant wrestling victory. And as I mentioned, loser of this fight may go home, like may get cut. So both guys really needed this. So gutsy win there. All right. Victory bong hit. Cheers. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Another decision though. Wait, I just realized that. What are we fucking 8 of 9 have gone the distance. And yo, the one finish, it says knee to the body. I actually missed that Prates Radke fight. I like walked away for a second. When I came back, it was over. So someone please correct me if I'm wrong. But did he even use the gloves technically to get that finish? Because if not, the gloves have still never been used for a knockout. We were supposed to get more knockouts. Obviously, I'm joking. I think though everyone buying into that is gotta relax. But it is a little funny that they're like, oh, we're gonna get more finishes, and now we've had like we've literally even if every fight ends in a finish now, we've had 2 straight cards of like mass decisions in a row. I don't remember what it was just in Newark, but I think it was like 6 in a row or some shit. Oh wow, 30-25. What was it? 2 30-25s and a 30-27. Marcus, you one of the judges, bro? Welterweight Puna is here to stay. By the way, this broadcast team might be my favorite trio. Like, I love John Anik, and I know it's either Brendan Fitzgerald or John Anik, but Brendan Fitzgerald is fucking great. Paul Felder's my favorite color guy. And Lorisenko's solid too. Like, if this is the B team, because I know Anik's like filming a movie right now, and so is Bisping. I'm all for it, dude. I'd prefer this over the fucking Anik Rogan DC trio. I will say though that I like that it's usually, at least domestically, it's those 3 on a pay-per-view. Lets you know, like if you hear Rogan's voice now, you're like, oh, it's a pay-per-view, which has been the case for years. But you know, these guys aren't trying to make it about them. Puna, baby. Extreme Couture been killing it. Well, I guess not. Cody Stamen lost tonight, but you know, Sean Strickland won last week. You get Puna here. Paul in the fucking corner. Doing some celeb shots. We got Mark Coleman in the house. Next week, guys. Maybe the worst card of the year on paper. I think it is. I don't even think it's close. That every time Alex Perez headlines a card, it's the worst fucking card of the year. Let's be real. Like Mateus Nicolau, Alex Perez was a pretty terrible card. Now we get Perez Tyra, and it's looking just as bad, dude. How wild was it? One of the judges gave it to Costa last week, dude, and that fucked. I know Mike Heck from MMA Fighting. He fucking bet Strickland with the spread. It was -5.5, meaning he needed to win by at least 6 points on the judges' scorecards if you add them all up together. And because of that 49-46 for Costa, he got fucked on that bet. But like, that should have been a unanimous decision for Strickland, which obviously he wins the spread bet there. B, that should have been at worst 48-47 Costa. And then he still would have won the bet. But because they made it 49-46 Costa, he got fucked. So I'm sure a bunch of people got fucked on that. But crazy, dude. That's how I feel about tonight's fight, by the way, the main event. If I know a bunch of you are like, oh, I didn't want to tell you on the main event, wasn't loving it, which I totally get. I do think picking either guy. No, I will say, I guess you got to pick Jared because he's the dog. Jared with the spread, I think is worth it if you're not confident in him because it's +5.5. So if he loses a 48-47 across the board, he covers. If he gets a split decision, he covers. Like, there's a lot. Meaning, if he loses a split decision, he still covers. Like, presumably, at least. But yeah, if you guys are just joining us and you want to know the bets, here they are. I also forgot I said I was going to end the mystery bet, and I didn't do that yet. So get your votes in real quick if you haven't already. Also, like the stream if you haven't already. There's 11 of you watching. There's only 3 fucking likes. What's that about? It's not good enough? Guys, I'm so I've like been smoking weed a lot less. I know that's shocking to a lot of you because I smoke so much on stream, but because I've been smoking so less throughout the day, I'm getting so fucking high now. It's awesome, but like losing my train of thought here. Guess I usually do that anyway. But yo, I'm gonna end the mystery bet so we can get to it and see who we're betting on. I want to say, as always, you guys picked A. You guys always pick A. I mean, it changes every week, so it's not like it's the same thing every time. But final results: 55% of you picked A, 22% of you picked B, 22% of you picked D, and no one picks C. C never gets any love, man. But let's reveal it, guys. You voted for A for the fighter, so the fighter we are betting on the final prop is Nassourdine Imavov. All right, so we're not betting on Jared, which we already have a bet on anyway. So I'm into this, but I also am rooting for Jared, and he's the dog, so the odds would have been better. So I kind of wish we got Jared, but can't always get what you want, right, guys? But if you try sometimes, you might find that like you get what you need, you know? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm like that high. All right. Remember when Julian Marquez called out fucking Miley Cyrus? He's like, Miley Cyrus, date me. And she was like dating fucking Hemsworth at the time. It's like, bro, you had no shot with that. Shout out Australia again. Hemsworths, they're Australian, right? I think they are. Oh, Zachary Reese. Yo, a lot of people are on Zachary Reese. Personally, I think he's got no fucking chance. Not no fucking chance, but I think A, if this fight leaves the first round, he has no chance. B, he's never won he's 0-1 in the UFC and he lost to Cody Brundage. I know it was like a freak KO slam, whatever, but like you still have a fucking knockout loss on your record to Cody Brundage, which Julian Marquez would beat Cody Brundage. Have they fought already? They might have. I feel like that's a fight I've seen before. No, they haven't. But yo, I mentioned this on the breakdown too. Julian Marquez has been in the UFC since 2017. He actually beat Phil Hawes to get in on Contender Series, but only 6 fights in that time, 7 years. So that's where everyone's worried about it. He's also a former Glory, not Glory Kickboxing, Glory MMA fighter, you know, like James Krause's camp. And if that makes you nervous at all, a lot of those guys were kind of lost after the whole gambling situation. They were like, had to go train elsewhere and didn't really like. So you could argue that that's where Marquez has been at, like hasn't really found his home since then. But I did mention he's been training with Jared Cannonier for this fight at the MMA lab in Arizona. So if you want to throw in that parlay, you still can, by the way. Julian Marquez and Jared Cannonier, the MMA lab parlay. Also, on an average day, how many pigeons do you think you could carry with you? Okay. On an average day, how many pigeons can I carry with me? You need to be way more specific with this question, Andrew. Like, what do you mean could I carry with me? Like, do I have to discreetly hide it under a jacket? Is it on my am I just holding them? I need way more details on this. Okay, Monday. It's Monday. How many pigeons do you think you could carry with you? Is this like a slang that I'm not understanding? I am so confused. Or are you calling me a pigeon carrier? Remember that episode of Hey Arnold? You guys watch Hey Arnold? It's a show growing up, and there was the episode with the Pigeon Man. That was a good fucking episode, man. High thoughts is right. You can hold them and put them anywhere as long as it's in your possession. Okay, and how long do I have to hold them? Oh, they must survive the day. All right, so it's Monday, and I'm like holding pigeons. I have to be realistic with you, dude. One, there's no fucking way I could hold multiple pigeons for a day. I think I would have to two-hand one pigeon to even feel comfortable. That's where I'm at with that. All right, guys, we got the tail of the tape here. Julian Marquez, 34 years old. Zach Reese, 30 years old. Zach Reese is 2 inches taller at 6'4", and he has a 5-inch reach advantage. Julian Marquez did close as the favorite. And, yeah, minus 142. Zach Reese, plus 120. None in your bag? Oh, I could put him in my bag? So you said carry. Oh, I guess carry in my backpack. All right. Fuck, man. Pigeons? Pigeons around here are big, too. How about if they were trained to sit on you and not fly? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. All right. They were trained to sit on me? All right. So we probably get like, 2 or 3 on each shoulder. And then I'd rock a backpack with maybe, nothing too crazy. I don't want them like being claustrophobic in there. You go maybe 3 to 5 in the backpack. We'll call it 5. We'll be on the long end. So we'll say, what is that? 3, 3, 5. That's 11. I'm maybe 1 on the head. Yeah, you could show there. We'll call 12. I need to know his level of confidence holding other kinds of birds. All right, hit me. Hit me with another kind. Guys, we need this fight to not go the distance, and I'll move that timer in a second. Once we get going, here we go. All right. Time out of the way. We just need to finish here, guys. I don't give a fuck who does it. Oh, and as I say that, Zach Reese with a huge uppercut. This fight is fucking over. So happy I did not take an over in this fight. Zachary Reese with a huge uppercut knocks out Julian Marquez pretty fucking quick. I will take that cash. Thank you. Plus 114. We are off to a great start. 2 for 2. And that was a freaky fast finish if I've ever seen one. They better, if Jimmy John's doesn't come up right now with this fucking freaky fast finish, they must have lost the sponsorship, because if there was ever a time to do it, it was now. Dude, and this card needed that. That's a performance bonus pretty much guaranteed, because there's only, it's not guaranteed, but pretty likely with 4 fights left. Wow. That was pretty sick. Also, that was like the least sweaty fight does not go the distance ever. Like, god damn. Julian just throws a leg kick. All right. Big body kick from Reese. Follows it up with a left hook, and then the fucking right uppercut connects. And just clean. Oh, out. And then just throws some hammer fists. Ref jumps in. Done. Pretty sure Julian Marquez used to train with Lorisenko. Oh, it actually hit his nose too on the slow-mo replay. It like, oh. All right, we're rewatching the entire fight right now. All 19 seconds of it. Body kick. Boom. The uppercut. Done. That was sick. That was fucking sick. Easy money right there. Easy fucking money. 12 pigeons. Amazing. What do you think, Andrew? What's your answer? Winner, winner. Jake Roseman. Reese has my dream physical appearance. What, tall, lanky, and a mullet? Dude, that was fucking sick. Great call on not going the distance. Thank you. Dude, pull those up so we can gloat in that for a second. Oh, I mentioned I got fucked on Bruno Ferreira by finish, the odds-wise. I got it as expensive as minus 220. I'm going to look right now and get you an exact number what it's down to. It's down to minus 165. So that really means if you guys hop in on this parlay now, you could probably get it at better odds than what I even got it at. Let's see. Let's put it together quick. We got Brunno doing the over 1.5. And the over half. All right, it's plus 136 now, so it isn't as good, even though Brunno has gone down in money. But could still hop in and that's on DraftKings. I mean, you guys could probably get it on different books for varying prices, but jacked mullet cauliflower ear. All right, I get it. That's dream physical appearance, Jake. I'm saying 1 on the head, 2 on each shoulder, 1 on each forearm/hand. So what is that total? 1 on the head, 2 on each shoulder. That's 5. Forearm, hand, you're counting as one thing. So 6, 7, or 6. And 3 in any bag if I have one. I have to ask, Andrew, are you like planning on carrying a bunch of pigeons somewhere? And you're like, guys, someone asked you to do the job and you got to give them a price. And you're like, let me ballpark this for a little bit. I'll get back to you. After asking a few people, it seems I can carry 6. Oh, you just looked up a random question after King J. Well, you could look up questions or think of questions about MMA at least. Could ask, King J asked my favorite fighters, former and present. I like that question. That was a good one. What did I just want to do? Totally blanking. Totally fucking blanking. Let's take a look at these parlays quick. Brazil is dead. California yet to start. The Dustin parlay, you still got time to get it in before this fight starts. That's Stoltzfus and Jacoby plus 351. Elevation, we're still waiting on Dom Reyes. JC's dead. Louisiana's dead. MMA Factory, still waiting on Imavov. MMA Lab is dead. Julian Marquez just killed that. The 1-loss parlay, 1 for 1 so far. Still 2 legs to go. You need Zach Reese, who just won, Bruno Ferreira, and Raul Rosas, plus 322. Texas parlay is dead. The tough parlay, which I'm on, alive and well. 2 out of 2 have hit. Just need the third, which is not Raul. Ricky Turcios. If he wins, it's plus 673. Undefeated parlay is dead, and Extreme Couture parlay is dead. I tell you, he did. All right. Which MMA fighter could carry the most pigeons on an average say? I mean, Francis, right? It's got to be like the biggest, or like Brock Lesnar. It's got to be like the biggest, just fucking mass, They have the most surface area to carry. It's pretty funny, though. I don't know what any of this means, but all right. Fuck me, man. I just realized I took Reyes versus Jacoby to go into round 2 and not over a half. I mean, you probably got better odds than me, but I mean, it's over after just seeing how that fight went. I'm now worried about the over half a round on that fight because Tom Reyes is probably more chinny than Julian Marquez, but shit, man. I don't know. I do not know. It's risky, obviously, but if you did it already, it is what it is. Don't worry about it. We need Bruno Ferreira to get it done now. So I thought Dustin Stoltzfus sucked. Let's talk about this for a sec. Let's do a little MMA math here. We just saw Punahele Soriano put a beating on Miguel Baeza, and Punahele just lost in his last fight to Dustin Stoltzfus. I was counting Stoltzfus out so hard in that fight. I think I had Puna by finish or Puna by KO. I can't remember now. We have a breakdown on it, though. Can't remember what card that was. Let me look that up. Puna. That was on the Dariush Sarukian card, which I believe was UFC Austin. And yeah, he subbed Puna in the second round. Before that, he had lost 4 of 5, so I thought for sure he was going to lose. I mean, even still, he's lost 4 of 6. Still not great. And Brunno Brunno's 2-1 in the UFC. All 3 have ended by knockout. His only loss came to Nursultan Rozaboyev. Not the worst loss. He beat RoboCop and he beat Phil Hawes. All 3 of those ended in the first round. So let's hope this one does too. So we don't got to stress about it. Given how the Puna fight went with Stoltzfus, I worry the longer this goes, the more it may favor him. I mentioned he lost 4 of 6, and in those 4 losses, he was finished 3 times. 2 of those was subbed in the third, and 1 of those was knocked out in 19 seconds. And his only win, he does have a win over Joe Pyfer on Contender Series, but Joe Pyfer fucking like broke his arm in that fight. It was a fluky ass win. And I know Joe Pyfer's mentioned before he wants that fight back, but like they were always so far apart in the rankings. Joe Pyfer loses his next fight, then maybe they could put that fight together. Dustin would probably have to win here, but Pyfer's fighting Marc-Andre Barriot on that presumably Connor Chandler card. You know, TBD. No, I think the fight happens at this point, but I will say I was okay, here's a few things I'll say. A is I've been calling since day fucking 1 that fight was booked more than 2 years ago. This fight will never happen. I've said that the entire time. McGregor Chandler will never happen. As it's leading up, especially once it got a date, June 29th, I was like, fuck, dude. All right. But I didn't back down. I was like, I still don't think it happens. I'll believe it when they're in the cage. And then I got to say, when this whole press conference thing went down and everyone started jumping to conclusions, they start making the videos private. They take the pay-per-view down, all this shit. I'm like, bro, I fucking called this shit. Now, though, you know, they got the promo back up. They got all this shit. It's like, all right, I do think it happens at this point. But sticking to my prediction that it doesn't. Up until I see them in the cage. Who you got, Connor or Chandler? So, dude, I've been debating on this a while, and the only reason I'm even considering Connor is because it's Connor. But if you just like, if I can get my brain to forget that for a second and just do fighter A and fighter B, it's so obviously Chandler. I'm just fucking worried that Connor just needs one shot to win. We all know that. He connects once, Chandler's chinny, anything could happen. But like, if you could tell me without giving me the names, do you want fighter A who trains every day, regardless of if he's in training camp or not, and has taken his 12-week or probably fucking 16-week, knowing him, something ridiculous, training camp very seriously for this fight, has not drank a sip of alcohol, done any drugs, you know, besides some steroids or something, you know, whatever. Or would you take the fighter who hasn't been taking the fight seriously, you know, doing mad coke and partying in the club and, you know, God knows whatever else? It's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm going to take the guy who took it seriously. But obviously there's more factors in that fight than just how prepared they are. So it's a tough one to call. It really is. I don't know what I'm going to take. The odds are so close. I might end up going with like an over-under. We'll see. Marquez didn't protest the stoppage, so good sportsmanship. He felt like he was out. I mean, dude, he was out. I think he was out, and when his head hit the canvas, he just came to, kind of thing. Because he looked, when he got hit with that shot, that was clean. His hands were up, so he was protecting, but he was out, I think. Yeah. What level of importance does a person need to have in order to be assassinated instead of murdered? Ooh. What would your threshold be? I think it has to be a political figure, because even like, no, because they say like John Lennon was assassinated, right? They don't really say he was murdered. Fuck, man, you're right. All right, so I'm gonna say you need to be like, obviously there's like lists, like I'm a C-list celebrity, D-list celebrity, B-list, A-list. So like I'm gonna say you need to be at least a B-list celebrity and be murdered for it to be an assassination. But also, isn't the difference like the act of doing it? Like if someone assassinates someone, it's like a planned, premeditated murder, whereas a murder could be any type of could be just in an instant. I forget what they call that. You know, like on a whim, you just did it, or it could be something you've been thinking about for a man long, whatever, all that shit. So, but either way, I'm gonna say a B-list celebrity. I'm going too into it now. I'm getting too deep into this question. King J, if you could ever have dinner with any historical or fictional character, who would you choose and why? Oh fuck, man. Historical or fictional? Those are like two different questions, but I'm also like, I'm so not a history guy that I'd almost be like, blanking on who to even name there. And like, obviously, I could just name like, Abe Lincoln, but like, do I really care? No, I don't give a fuck about Abe Lincoln. If you could have dinner with any historical or fictional character, fictional character would have to be like Michael Scott or some shit from The Office, like someone funny that like, yeah, I don't know. That's a good answer. Historical, I don't fucking know. I don't think it has to be premeditated, although it often is. Assassination, yeah. You'd have dinner with Hitler, Stalin, and Mr. Bean and watch the chaos unfold. See, like I was thinking Hitler right there when you said that, but I was like, God? Well, King J, I mean, yeah, if that's a person that exists, sure. Alexander the Great Volkanovsky, yeah, sure. But Alexander the Great, If he was real, maybe. Oh shit! Now we're getting. Well, you guys don't get religious on us. We're getting Bruno's walkout now. We don't talk about Bruno. You guys ever seen what's that movie? Encanto? Yeah. We don't talk about Bruno, all right? I should probably get these graphics ready for when Gaff arrives. Let me get rid of these. What else we need? What else we need? We need this. No, I have that. And oh. As always, one of the fucking graphics won't load. I love that shit. Love that shit. Love that shit. This is like a remix to In the Air Tonight by Phil Collins that Bruno's coming out to. It's all right. I thought it was that earlier, but then I was like, oh no, I don't know what this is. But now that I'm hearing it again, it is that song. It's just remixed. Oh, are none of these gonna load now? That's fucking annoying. Hate when shit like that happens all the time. Oh Lord. Tail of the tape. Bruno Ferreira, 31 years old. Dustin Stoltzfus, 32 years old. Dustin is 2 inches taller and has a 3-inch reach advantage. Brunno closed minus 260 fave. Let me get the lowers ready for that. Marquez fucking ended so quickly that I forgot to do it. Get that in there for y'all. Oh, fuck that one up real quick. Oh, let me get the next fucking mystery bet in there. I keep forgetting this shit. Mystery bet number 2, A, B. All right, guys. Next poll is out for the mystery bet. Vote for that. We already got Nassourdine Imavov as our first leg, so we're trying to see how he's going to win, or at least what we're going to bet on him to win. This main card, very American heavy. Only 2 out of the 12 fighters on the main card are not American citizens. Bruno Ferreira being the first of 2, Nassourdine Imavov being the other. Clock's in the wrong spot. All right, guys. We need Brunno by finish here. Get the lower for that in a sec. Here it is. And let's see. So far, a bunch of fainting. Nothing really. Starting a lot slower than I wanted to. Come on, Brunno. Oh, Stoltzfus throws a big right hand. Brunno really has not done any. Oh, there we go. Front kick from Brunno. Oh, nice outside low kick. Oh, big right hand from Brunno. Looked like it connected, but Dustin actually didn't look phased by it, but it looked clean. So hopefully he can continue to land that. Another nice outside low kick from Brunno. Oh, and that big right hand again, but Dustin actually lands a nice counter back. And now Dustin gets a takedown. Brunno on bottom, attempting to get up. Dustin lands a nice shot and now jumps into his guard. Ferreira working for possible triangle here. He's pretty high up. Stoltzfus holding him close, so he can't. I gotta sneeze. Yeah. Oh, another big shot from Dustin up top. Brunno grabs the arm. It looks like he's using it to try and work his way up. I know Dustin's holding. Looks like. Yeah, he's got like an arm in. Oh, I was gonna say like an arm in darce. I don't know. They're calling it a Peruvian necktie. Maybe that's what an arm in darce is. Well, I guess a darce would be with the arm in. So what was he going for there? Maybe it was just a darce. I don't know, guys. I'm thinking it through as I see it. Oh, big fence grab there from Brunno. Dustin in on a knee bar here. This isn't good. This isn't good. Brunno's trying to kick him off. Brunno rolling. Kicks off. And he's back to his feet. Dustin bum rushes him. Gotta say, I'm not loving this for Brunno right now. Not that he can't still win this fight, but we need the finish, you know? I feel like he's arguably losing this round. And I'm not really seeing much urgency. He's breathing heavy too with his mouth open. Oh, big knee from Stoltzfus, follows it up with a head kick. Brunno blocks the head kick, but still. Brunno back against the cage. Ooh, spinning back kick to the body from Dustin lands. Brunno tries to throw a body kick, gets a block, throws that big right hand again, doesn't connect. Oh, a spinning back elbow lands. Oh, follows it back with a right. Might have him rocked here. Might have him rocked here. Another big right. Come on, Brunno. Come on, Brunno. Got him rocked. Got him rocked. Let's go. Oh, Dustin's in on a single. Separate, lands a knee. Another big right. Oh, big elbow from Dustin. Dude, he's got 27 seconds. Come on. Come on. You got him rocked, bro. Now's your chance. Brunno coming in with his hands down, dude. Getting ready. Oh, huge spinning back elbow. That's it. Holy shit. Holy shit. Brunno by finish. Let's fucking go. Dude. Okay, that was very similar to Yuri versus Dom Reyes, who's coming up in 2 fights. Dude, he wasn't out cold from it, which is crazy. He actually just stood right up after he fucking ate it. But that was a legit spinning back elbow KO from fucking Bruno Ferreira. That was fucking sick. We hit, we did. That was dope. What would a chair look like if our knees bent the other way? Oh God. Wait, I'll get to this in a second. We'll get to this between fights. Jake, Jesus, that was sick, dude. He needed to fucking rock him. He was like, Dustin was seeing everything come. Oh, spinning back elbow just puts him on his ass. He gets right back up, but Herzog was in there already. He's like, nah, dude. That's now 4 fights in the UFC, 4 first round knockouts. He did lose one of them, but still 4 fights that have ended in the first round by knockout for Bruno Ferreira. That was dope. Agreed, Andrew. That made me a little nervous, but he's a good ref, so he stuck to what he chose. Good on him. Whew, that was nice. Let's throw up the graphics so we can take a look at that for a little bit. So Gaff should be joining for the next fight. I will say, though, he also told me 9:30. It's 9:20, so he might be a little late for the next fight. The fucking graphics for Dom, the co-main and the main are not loading for me, which is classic. I can get him like this. I won't be able to get him when Gaff gets here, but whatever. We'll get through it, guys. Not the biggest deal. 3 for 3 so far on the picks. 1 for 1 on the bets. Still waiting for the next 3 things to pan out. But Rosas Jr. Turcios, little nervous about this ending in the first round, a la Rosas, because I don't think Turcios is going to finish him. I think Turcios can win, but it'll probably be by decision. I actually think Rosas by decision is a really good bet. Feel more comfortable with the 1.5, considering the line is at 2.5, but still nervous about it. And main event, or sorry, co-main, obviously worried about Dom Reyes' chin, but we'll see. We'll see what happens there. And then we'll worry about the main event. We're just trying to finish out this blue parlay here. We already hit the yellow parlay. Most refs bottle that and let them go after already standing between them. I agree. Tomar and Ferreira plus 396. Damn, nice. Well, Tomar was a dog, right? She was a big dog, I think. Let me get the lower ready. Dustin probably getting cut. Lost 5 of 7. I don't. Yeah, I don't know. That's not a good loss for like Puna. Dwight Grant was his other win, so that's not a good loss for Dwight Grant. But I don't even know if he's still in the UFC. Oof, Dustin had top control and pulled leg lock. Don't love that fight IQ. Yeah. I mean, it did look kind of legit, but wow, great read. Oh, he's got what's his fuck in his corner? Is that Bruno Silva? Guy who just fought Weidman. It looks like him. Thank you, guys. Hulk smash. That killed the Dustin parlay, by the way, which I had no faith in, mostly because Stoltzfus was in it. But Dustin Jacoby and Dustin Stoltzfus would have been cool, man. And yeah. Oh, and all right, so that hit 2 of 3 legs now, and it's all coming down to this on the 1-loss parlay. That was Zach Reese, Bruno Ferreira, and Raul Rosas Jr. It's plus 322. You just need Raul to close it out. What else? Oh, my tough parlay is coming down to this fight too. Shit, I need Ricky Turcios to fucking get the upset here. That was Montana De La Rosa, Brad Katona, and Ricky Turcios plus 673. So hopefully that hits. Hopefully we get a Ricky upset by I would take a stoppage. I don't think he gets it though. So we'll call it a Ricky decision. Just because we need another decision on this card. I've had 2 great finishes in a row after fucking, what did I say, 8 and 9 decisions or something. So at least we got that going for us. They're asking him who else he wants in the division. I think, let's see what the votes are at. Oh, we got a 4-way tie right now, yo. 10 of you in the chat, or 10 of you watching, I should say, vote in the poll. We only got 4 votes in the poll, and we got a fucking gridlock right now. Everything's tied, so pick one so we can get the next leg of the mystery bet. If you're wondering what the mystery bet is, it's this. We already got Nassourdine Imavov in the fighter column, so we're betting on him. We just need to figure out how he's going to win, and then we'll do the over-under. So we shall see. Let me try and reload these fucking things. Let's see. There we go. I got the co-main graphic to load. That's cool. See if I can get this shit in there as well. Oh, we got a text. Gaff just hit me up that he'll be on in a little bit. So we might start this fight without him. That is all Gucci, though. All Gucci. BC was on earlier and dropped in the chat if you guys are tuning in to Morning Combat on Monday, 11 a.m. in the East. 2 guests on, Randy Couture and Teofimo Lopez. So if you're a boxing fan, or obviously a UFC fan in Randy's case, or PFL, whatever. I know Luke is going to talk about the fighter lawsuit with Randy, so should be good. We're going to preview PFL probably. Teofimo, I feel like must be fighting soon or something. We'll see. If you could have one of these superpowers. Oh, wait, I never read your other thing before. Sorry, brother. It was something about a chair. Was that you? Oh, it was Andrew. My bad. What would a chair look like if our knees bent the other way? So, I mean, it would look exactly the same, I guess. Oh, no, because our back wouldn't bend the other way, or just our knees would. Fuck, man, I don't know. It would look like a massage table, I guess. Like you just fucking lay. You don't sit anymore. If you could have one of these superpowers, which would it be and why? Read minds, super speed, teleport, shapeshift. Read minds because you could get like pretty much anything you want in life. And I know there's like that movie, What Women Want or whatever. That movie where you can read women's minds. Like obviously there's that, but then it's like think about like getting a job that you're not qualified for or some shit. You just like hear the CEO being like, I like this guy, but I wish he did this. And then, like some shit like that. Reading minds is definitely where it's at. You choose teleporting easily. Why is that? You just want to travel a lot? Like, need a victory bong hit, by the way. Thank you, King J. King J. We'll just give you a little golf clap there. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Because no one else reminds me. I don't even know if anyone enjoys that I take the bong hits, but I don't really care because I enjoy them. But I appreciate you looking at. I also got beers sitting here. But I probably won't crack one. unless prompted to. We'll see what Gaff's up to. If Gaff's drinking when he gets on, maybe I'll just crack one. I mentioned I got a funnel and a shoe. If anyone wants me to do some shit. How about this? If we get a clean sweep tonight, 6 for 6, I'll do a funnel for free. I'll just do a funnel. Cheers. Victory bong. I'm pretty sure Lorisenko just said Andre Mark Barrio, not Mark Andre Barrio. Read minds would be terrible in your opinion? Why? Super speed is basically a worse teleport. That's true. Yeah, I go teleport also. Free travel and 0 time. Yeah, but dude, if I could read minds, I could fucking get that trip for cheap. I don't know, man. There's so many more perks to reading minds. You gotta obviously know exactly. I don't know. Fuck, man. Teleport to the bank like the movie Jumper. I've never seen that movie. Even just to work or school. I mean, are you traveling that far? I used to work in New Jersey. It used to take me 2 hours to get to my job. And like, sure, would I like it to be quicker? Yeah, but I still wouldn't choose that over read minds. What if you walked to the bank and shapeshifted into a security guard? But wait, is this a superpower? Shapeshifting? That is kind of the equivalent to reading minds because you can just kind of get anything you want by shapeshifting. You know, you need to like sneak into a building. You just like turn yourself into someone who works there or something. I don't know, man. We could go on for days with that. That was fucking sick. I'm assuming you can't stop reading minds, and that means you learn things you don't want to learn. No, see, I took it as that's annoying, but I took it as you like can choose. Like I look at you and I'm like, ching, like I'm reading it. You know, like I don't just like know everything unless I want to know. But I guess I see what you're saying. In two senses, it would be annoying as fuck if it was just out in the open and you were hearing like strangers' thoughts that you don't give a fuck about. And it would be annoying when people were like talking shit about you in their head and you're like, what the fuck? But can't you get anything you want via teleporting also and you can get rid of any dangerous situation or get out of any dangerous situation? That is true, but you can't get like a good job by teleporting. You can't like get laid by teleporting. You know, like you can't. I don't know. I just feel like reading minds would be so much more useful for like getting anything in life, making money, all that shit. Like teleporting wouldn't help you with any of that. Telekinesis would be cool. Yeah. What do you really need to move with your mind? Like, try moving your moms out the projects with your rhymes. All right? A little mortal technique for you right there. You would make the news pretty fast by teleporting and doing illegal things. That's true. But you wouldn't make the news at all by reading minds. People would just be like, what do you read minds? And you'd be like, ha ha ha. You know? Would you need a job if you can teleport to get? Yeah, because how are you getting income? What are you doing? How are you like eating a meal while on your vacation wherever you want? You know? You need money to pay for shit. I could go and spend tomorrow in Greece by teleporting and then come back and sleep at home. Yeah, but how are you eating, bro? Got to spend money. Make a sandwich. Take shit and teleport away. Well, I don't know. Oh, take shit. I said take a shit. That's hilarious. Take shit. I get you. Like steal it. Yeah, but like Andrew said, it's not going to take you long to be on the news for that shit. Teleport to the bank storage. Ooh, all right, like the vault. You're onto something with that. That's true. You could rob a bank and teleport away, and then that's the only time you really have to steal shit. Good game, boys. Raul Rosas Jr. about to whoop ass. I hope not, because I got that tough parlay that I need to cash. But also, it was a long shot in the first place, almost plus 700. But yo, we need the over 1.5. I'll take Raul as long as it's over 1.5. I do like Raul by decision. Been saying that. Fuck, man. We got another tie in the poll. Yo, if you haven't already voted in the poll, vote in the poll. I know you're like, what the fuck am I voting for? It just says A, B, C, or D. That's the fucking point, man. That's the point of the bet generator. It's a mystery. You don't know what you're picking. If you could choose what you were picking, we'd all come up with the same fucking bet. The most likely thing that's going to happen. Instead, I want to get the most random thing. It might be the most likely, it might be the least likely, might be somewhere in between. Usually is. But we have a two-way tie in there right now. But A and B are tied, and C and D are tied. It's really A or B. Someone vote for A or B. We're getting a fucking power slap shit here. If animals could talk, which would be the rudest? Dude, either like cats, and I love cat. Like I'm a cat person, but like, well, like I'm a dog person too. But like, I love cats, but like, yo, cats would definitely be the biggest assholes. Or like a donkey. I know that's like you're thinking of like Shrek and shit, but I feel like that is how it like a donkey would just be an obnoxious, like, dude, shut the fuck up, donkey. Chihuahuas are really annoying as shit. That's true. And like poodles seem like they'd be annoying as shit. Really, any small dog seems like they'd be fucking annoying. But I still wouldn't group all dogs like that. I'd rather group all cats like that because they're all pretty much the same size. And you know they're all fucking snobby bitches. As I mentioned, vote in the chat, poll. Vote, 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 vote in the chat, poll. As each leg, so when I was first looking at this blue parlay, I'm like, oh, Brunno's the safest bet. And then I was like, nah, Reyes Jacoby's the safest. And then I'm like, nah, Rosas. What? Like I've changed my mind, so I just feel like it's whatever leg is next. I'm now nervous about because I was nervous going into the Brunno Dustin fight, especially how it started. I said that with like a minute and a half left. I was like, bro, I don't like the way this looks for the finish. But now I'm worried about this fight. If it goes to round 2, I'll feel a lot better. I mean, obviously, we're more than halfway through it at that point, but I feel like I'm worried about Raul in round 1. And then Reyes, after just seeing Julian Marquez get knocked out, I'm really worried about Reyes just because he's super chinny, bro. Super fucking chinny. And then Jared, we can worry about when we get there, but also, like, I feel good about Jared. We'll see how this blue one goes before we even talk about it, though. Raul, the problem child, grappler Rosas Jr. next. I said that. All right, wait. Raul, the problem child, grappler Rosas Jr. It's too long. It's hard to do. But yeah. Who's the problem child is Jake Paul, right? Yeah. If you could be a fly on the wall for any event, what would you pick? Ooh. Again, maybe it's because I'm low on income right now and I need a good job right now. I'm going to say, or I need more work right now, I should say, because I like the jobs that I have. I just need more of them. I'm again going to take the cop out and say somewhere where I could get a good, like, I'd be a fly on the wall at like some big, the UFC fucking boardroom when they're like, who should we hire next? What attributes should they have? What should we look for on their resume, And I'd be like, and copy that shit. Something like that. But to give you a better answer, since I keep going to the job thing, it might be like, well, here's the thing about being a fly on the wall. It's cool. You get to listen, but it's not like you could like converse with them. So you really just get knowledge from it. You can't like talk within that conversation. So it's like, what do you want to eavesdrop on the most? And it's like, fuck, man, I don't know. What do I want to eavesdrop on the most? That's a tough question. I gotta think these shits through. Can we get some MMA related questions so I can at least like answer? I feel like I'll be like way quicker with the answer on these. These I'm going into like no man's land, being like, what the fuck should I say? Moon landing? What wall are you gonna be on though, bro? You're on the moon. I want to know if Hitler killed himself. Declaration of Independence? Are you like a history buff, King J? I don't give a fuck. I don't want to see them sign the declaration. You know, what is that about? What would I want to see? Maybe like the word. How about like some fighter getting like just the. How about like I want to see Conor McGregor's contract negotiations with the UFC. I want to be a fly on the wall in that room. That would be interesting. Or whoever has the most ridiculous like shit written into their contract. I want to be a fly. Like I always need like a soda in my locker every morning. You know, like some baseball contract. It doesn't matter what sport. I'd love to just hear some ridiculous fucking contract someone had. No, actually, I'd go to one of Alexander the Great's battles. I want to see it because he never lost a battle. All right. That would be cool. Honestly, that's actually a great answer. And I'm not a history buff, but like any war, like famous war, like, you know, Gettysburg or some shit, like some, doesn't have to be the Civil War, but I'm just saying, some like to be a fly on the wall of just some famous fucking battle. That would be cool and not have to get hurt or anything. But I mean, yo, we're a fly on the wall for a famous battle right now, and it's called Raul Rosas Jr. and Ricky Turcios. All right. It's the most famed battle there was tonight. This is a rematch, yo. Remember, this was supposed to be on that UFC Mexico City card, and it fucked one of our parlays. We had this fight, I think we had over 2.5 initially, and I had it parlayed with some other fight, and that fight hit. But then this didn't hit, and that was like a huge minus money leg, the thing that did hit. So it ended up being just like a super minus money single. It was stupid. So I blame Raul for that. All right, guys. Raul, 12 years younger, only 19 years old. Ricky, 31, same height, and Ricky has a 4-inch reach advantage. I'm hoping just the experience alone is what wins the fight here. As I mentioned, I do have the tough parlay, which Ricky is the crown jewel right now if he wins. So I'm rooting for Ricky, but I know a few of you in the chat have Raul, so I mean, I took a flyer on that parlay anyway, so I don't care if I hit it. I care way more about hitting the over 1.5 here. I'm trying to have a perfect night, guys. And I mentioned I got a funnel right next to me, and I will funnel a beer if we get a perfect sweep. I hate to tease it now with 3 fights left, knowing that any one of them could ruin that, but just so we have something to look forward to, especially if it all comes down to Jared, that'll be fun. Which 4 fighters would you take with you to survive a zombie apocalypse? All right, Francis, Craig Jones, John Jones, and Tim Kennedy. You know what? I initially was just going like the best, biggest guys, and I did Craig Jones just because like he could probably choke everyone out way quicker than like any of us could. And then I thought of who's actually like most prepared for a zombie apocalypse, and it's 100% Tim Kennedy. Like, oh shit, Ricky, no glove tap, just comes out immediately through like 5 kicks already. A little worried he's going to throw that kick though, and just Rosas going to get a single leg real quick. Oh, I forgot to put the timer in, but I had it going, so it's up to date. I just forgot to add it. All right, Raul already with the takedown. And again, it was on one of those kicks that Ricky threw. Ricky backs himself up to the cage. He's just chilling, it looks like, throwing some elbows. They actually look like they're to the back of the head. Ricky trains at Team Alpha Male, or at least used to. I don't know. Does he still train there? I didn't see who was in his corner. I should have looked. But as you know, is that Alex Morono? And oh, so is he training with Fortis now? I know Ricky's a Texas boy, but he's got Alex Morono in his corner, who just fought. What was that, last weekend? Nico Price? Morono probably a better coach than a fucking fighter, sadly. Good coach. I'm cool with just Johnny Bones and Ngannou. Yeah, but yo, like you have in a zombie apocalypse, you have to also think like, which again I thought of halfway through the question, but who's gonna like be the dope one with the guns, like shooting, like nailing every shot? You got to have Tim Kennedy or someone like you need a military vet, and Tim Kennedy is beyond a military vet. He's a fucking. I don't even want to guess what his accolades are, but I know they're legit, and he's also like a hobbyist with it, so. Because John and Francis are gonna get tired. Also, they can't kill anyone except at close range. Like you gotta get the sniper in there or whoever. So as always, when I have the over guys, I'm not ignoring the fight, but I'm just trying to stay a little distracted so I don't have to sweat out every second of it. But Raul did a great job of keeping him on the ground, but Ricky also did a great job of conserving energy while being down there. Like he really was just throwing big shots, but not spamming them. And he got back to his feet, but Raul takes him down again. Ricky, though, trying to transition to the back. He's got like his arm under. He gives up on it. Ricky, though, can like easily just drag himself to the fence each time, though, which is helping him. He throws some shots from the bottom, throws these elbows again. Like, sure, Raul might be winning on the scorecards, but Ricky's chilling. And I like that for the over 1.5, you know. As I mentioned, I'm worried about this fight ending in the first round, not so much after that. Which I know is kind of a stupid logic, but it's just my gut. And Rosas kind of going for broke here to get the back. Ricky's doing a good job of pushing that foot off before he gets the hook in. And he does it. And now Ricky looks like he's going to get top position here. And as much as I want Ricky to win, I really don't want him to fucking finish him here. And I'm a little worried. He's got one hook in, gets the other hook in. Look at this. Ricky on the back, threatening with the rear naked. Raul does have that fucking crimson chin, dude. Like, I wonder if a neck crank hurts more for this motherfucker. Damn, Raul, don't tap, bro. I feel like he's about to. Like, I get it hurts, but his chin is either a huge advantage or a huge disadvantage. On one hand, it's super long that he can use it to dig into you. Oh, he gets out of it. And he reverses position. Rosas, that is. Oh, now he's on the back, but it's kind of, he's twisted off the top. But he's, oh, no, he's chilling. Felder kind of hyped it up, made it seem like he was about to get choked out. All right. Rosas is going to finish this round on the back, it looks like. He's got both hooks in, but there's only 2 seconds, and we're good. That was like a really entertaining round, honestly. More competitive than I think most people were giving Ricky credit for there. And I'm into that because I mentioned I got the tough parlay, and I'll gladly take that shit. Trying to add this main event graphic quick. Hopefully I get it. All right, get rid of that. Try this. They're telling Rosas just be careful. All right, I got the graphic. Noise. All right. His coach is being sketchy. His coach is like, watch, almost like he's forgetting his train of thought. This is Rosas' coach. And then he's spoken Spanish. Like, I wonder if it was like the camera was filming him and he didn't want to, whatever. But, like, what do you think? His corner, the other corner is going to, like, watch the footage now and say, I mean, I guess they could, but. Here we go, guys. Round 2. Raul tries to throw flying knee. Doesn't connect. Crowd oohed and awed at it, but. Oh, now he throws another knee, and that one did look like it connected. Now he's in on a body lock, going for a double leg, gets the double leg. They are right in front of Ricky's corner again, though. At least I think. Morono's got to be in Ricky's corner, right? Or are they in Rosas's? Yeah, fight the hands. All right, yeah, that's Ricky's corner. That's what I thought. Oh, another takedown. Ricky did get back to his feet. Another takedown. Rosas once again threatening. He has the body triangle. Ricky doing a good job of fighting the hands, but this is obviously not where we want to be with only a minute and a half until we hit. So let's hope that pretty Ricky can stay chill. He's never been finished. Neither of these guys have been finished. I know Rosas is only 19 years old, so. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Rosas did get the arm under, and Ricky did a great job of getting out of it. Props to Ricky here, man. He's doing a great job of like positional awareness. He's pushing Rosas's head back and then getting his head wedged in there to like keep it back where it is. Like he's really just doing a great job of negating what Rosas is trying. But on the scorecards, you still give the round to Rosas, at least this round. Round 1 a little more interesting, but probably give it to Rosas too. Still got the body triangle here. We just need 35 more seconds. Once again, threatening under the neck. Ricky, though, fighting the arm. Fuck. This is tight, and we literally only need 17 more seconds. Come on, Ricky. Oh, fuck, it's under. Dude, we're going to lose this by like 10 seconds. We just lost by 10 seconds. Fuck. God damn, dude. It was over the chin, and it was like going to be okay, and he rolled to his belly, and it fucking sunk under. And as soon as it sunk under, that was it. Fuck, man. I really was hoping we were going to go perfect, but I digress. I got to get the fucking dom lower now. Oh, man, that was a heartbreaker, just how close it was. It's like, bro, I wouldn't have cared if that happened 10 seconds later. But it had to happen before we hit. And now we got nothing on the co-main, which is a bummer. Where's the graphic? Where is the graphic? Here it is. Yeah, man. Fuck. You know, you win some, you lose some. Let's do the mystery bet now because we finally got a winner. End in the poll. A1 again, guys. So first time through, we got Nassourdine, Imavov. So we're going to figure out how he wins now. Let us see. Method here. You guys chose A, and A is submission. So far we got Nassourdine by sub. Still got one poll left to vote on. That'll obviously be the over-under. Let me quickly get that up because we're already at the co-main, which might not go long, and we need to get it in before the main event starts. So, got A, B, C, and D in there. Mystery bet number 3 is in there. We got Nassourdine by sub. Let's quickly look and see what that's at right now, even without the over-under. Nassourdine by sub is plus 700, all right? So, Nassourdine sub. And then we're going to have an over-under. Let's say it's like under 3.5. It's plus 750. Under 2.5 would be plus 850. Over 2.5 would be plus 1,800. Damn. Hope we get over 2.5. I don't even know if I put that in there. Hope I did. I really thought Rosas. I thought Turcios was a live dog. And I still think I give him a good effort. Good effort. He didn't look great. He was outmatched, but good effort. But also, I thought this was going to go the distance for sure because he's never been finished. So I thought Raul by decision was the play. But what did he just say? Ricky got that crackhead energy. Us 3 will be strapped up. You also want to get along with them. Imagine Jones and Ngannou. The vibes would be poor. That's actually a great point. Shit. Another factor I didn't think about in the debate. I would say... Fuck. Well, Tim Kennedy, you know who Tim Kennedy trains with? Who's also a dope motherfucker to have on your side in the zombie apocalypse? Benoit Saint Denis. They're both military motherfuckers. You get both of them, and you know they get along. Okay? Now you just got to add in, like, I feel like Ngannou. Ngannou probably gets along with everyone. He's a little, especially in the zombie apocalypse, like, he knows his job. Like, Ngannou, you go kill that motherfucker. Like, okay. You know, like, it'd be legit. And then Tim and Benoit would just sit there like sniping motherfuckers. And I'd just be like hiding behind Ngannou or something. I don't know. Tim might have some cool shit I could use, grenade or something. I'd be like, yeah, I don't know. All I need is Reyes and Jacoby to go to round 2, hoping it comes through. All I meant to do over half. Dude, well, good luck, because I got nothing on this next fight, so I'll root for you on that. If you could create a dream matchup between any 2 UFC fighters, past or present, who would you choose? Shit. You know what it's died on me since, and it's not going to age as well. But right after Hamzat fought, I want to say Gilbert, I was like, dude, Hamzat versus Colby is the fight. And I thought, like, I was so hyped for that. I really thought that was going to be a great fight. You could say Jones and Ngannou, only because that last one I just named aged very poorly. But Jones and Ngannou, Khabib and Tony. Like, I always wanted to see that. I'd have to see a full list of everyone to really give you some more good answers, but Khabib GSP, like, that one never did it for me because I honestly felt like GSP would win in his prime. GSP Usman, same thing. I don't think Usman stacks up to GSP. Stipe Fedor. Yeah, like Prime Fedor. I'd probably plug someone for. I'd probably more do like Prime Fedor versus Ngannou or some shit. Habib and GSP would be interesting. All in primes, yeah. Yeah, there's so many. There's a lot you could do there, but like ones that were actually booked that we never got. Fucking not Jones and Ngannou. What's the one I said? Khabib and Tony. That was such a letdown. 5 times, bro. 5 fucking times. They don't book anything 5 times. We got to take our first losing bong hit of the night. If you're wondering what we lost, is Gaff here yet? No, he's not. If you're wondering what we lost on, by the way, it is Raul Rosas Jr., Joe. He was like, yeah, I'd see your 1.5 rounds, and I'm going to fuck it up at the last second, bro. We missed it by 9 seconds, I believe. Or 19. I don't remember what I said. Either way, very close to hitting the over 1.5. Bummer there. But, you know, I guess, I mean, for King Jay's case, we're going to hope that this fight makes it to round 2. I guess a little pride victory if we, that helps us. If we hit the over half a round, woohoo. If we hit Cannonier after that, I'll feel a little better. Like, all right, we just got that one thing wrong by the littlest bit. But I did want to funnel a beer at the end. And now I feel like it's all for naught. If I do it now, it's like, what's the thrill of it when I do it, It's like doing a bong hit. You guys don't even care at this point. I do it all the fucking time. All right. Cheers to a first losing bong. What's your weight? Which current champ would you have to fight that's in your weight class? All right. Well, my current weight is in the lightweight range, but that's my walking around weight. So my weight class would probably be like bantamweight. And I guess I'd have to fight Sugar Sean, which, like, there's fucking holes there, man. I could take him down. He's got those long legs. I think I'd have a shot. Obviously not, but you know what I mean. You're around one. Are you walking around 170 though, or cutting? You because you got to really. Then you'd probably be a lightweight if you walk around 170, which is even harder. Then you got to fight Islam. I mean, who do you guys like in that Islam Leon matchup? I like Leon just because of his size. I think he'll have a size advantage, and he's got better stand up. So if he can stuff the takedown, which will be obviously very tough, but if he can, I like his chances. But I also feel like, I don't know. I don't fucking know. Know what I'm saying? I did that already. Gaff is in the building, just not in front of the camera. Oh, he said he's taking a piss. What do we got next? We got co-main Dustin Jacoby taking on Dominick Reyes. Assuming you don't need to cut or anything, and you'll be fighting in the weight class that's closest. So then it would probably be lightweight. I'd be a little overweight in lightweight, but if I can cut a couple pounds, I'd make it. So I'd have to fight fucking Islam, and I'd have no fucking chance. We'd have the same game plan. I'd definitely just be a wrestler. So he'd probably beat me in the stand-up too. Islam about to be on your ass, for real. All right, I see Gaff here, and he's in front of the thing. Let me get my headphone in so I can speak to the man. And let me change the graphic so we can bring him in. I'm on the wrong side. I got to go over here.
What's up, motherfuckers?
I love how you're on the road, but you got a legit setup with a mic.
I'm ready to go. You already know.
Yo, I was trying to preview your stream tomorrow on it. Paul Pierce shit. Where's that streaming? YouTube or
YouTube, yeah. It's
what?
gonna be YouTube.
What
I think
account?
all the smoke for their YouTube channel.
All the smoke. Word.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we were. Someone mentioned. I think it was Andrew, or maybe King J said. Gaff was probably hyped that the Celtics whooped fucking Mavs ass in game 1.
Facts, bro. You already know. I was mad excited. I was talking mad shit to all my friends, sending all the fucking Knicks fans. Well, not all of them, because I would have sent it to you.
I was gonna say you didn't text me. Thankfully.
All the ones that talk shit though.
Yeah.
They got it good.
I got you.
I have to go with the little gadget. I can't
because you can't take bonkers.
Yeah, in my hotel room, but
I got you.
You know, I got a J for later. Tristan, if you're listening after the stream, we about to blaze it up.
I was just gonna say, I don't know why, but I just assumed you were not that you were all sleeping in the same room, but I thought you were all together right now. But I'm realizing now that's just I was like,
yeah, right. Imagine all of us trying to use one mic.
Well, I didn't want that, but I was like, oh, they might all just be chilling in the room together. I don't know.
All right. Huge question right now, and I'm really, really fucking hoping you're gonna give me the right answer.
Oh God.
Who won that last fight?
Raul Rosas Jr.
Yes. All right. The parlay is alive. All I need is Jacoby and Imavov, and I turn 100 into 500. Let's go.
Damn. So, dude, I'm gonna throw up the graphic quick so you can see it. We fucking had the over 1.5 in Rosas Turcios. Rosas rear naked choke at like 239. Like we missed it by like less than 10 seconds.
Bro, I had that fight going the distance in this other parlay I had, which already got killed thanks to Soriano. And Baeza looked like absolute trash tonight. Let's mention that.
He did.
God awful. Like, honestly, maybe weight class switched something because his last 2 performances were abysmal. They were so bad. And he was supposed to be one of them big prospects. Chocolate Thunder, bro. He's supposed to be like a fucking thing.
Carmel Thunder or something.
Oh, Caramel Thunder.
Yeah, something like that.
But I was like, bro, what the and this guy shows up. I'm like, damn, yo, the prospects have not been doing as good, man.
Bro,
except for Rosas.
How about the first 8 of the 9 first fights going the distance, and then now the last 3 we've gotten finishes finally.
Of course, when we have overs, right? That's where the finishes start
coming.
Bro,
well, this is dead now on this fight. We got nothing on this fight, but I'll root for you to get Dustin Jacoby.
I'm listening to you next time. So you know how you always say, bro, the chick fights can go either way. Like I might as well take the underdog decision.
Yeah,
I should have done it for both this Denise Gomez and for.
I did it for Montana.
I forgot Montana too.
Yeah.
All 3 of them.
All
3 underdogs won tonight.
Yeah.
So if you parlayed all 3 of them to decision, also I think all 3 went to. All 3 went to decision. Yep. You would have made fucking bread.
Dude, I only took Montana because I didn't have confidence, but I more took over unders in those. I took over 2.5. The 2 girl fights over 2.5s were plus money. The Gomes fight and the fucking other fight.
The first one they were finishers because
that's what I'm saying.
Female, she was like a striker, and then the other girl was a grappler. So I was like, all right, maybe this ends in round 1. Grappler just gets her down, but it's not how it played out.
Yeah, dude, I was surprised, but that's the type of shit that you gotta hop all over. Like you're giving me plus money on an over 2.5, or you're giving me like plus 150 on this UFC vet versus whatever chick fight. Like, yeah, I'm taking that.
Give me that.
Yeah.
So next card, I'm absolutely hopping on all those.
Yeah. Now none of them
as singles and parlayed. Yeah, right. Now that I figured out the strategy, it's like flyweight unders.
Exactly. Dude. If flyweight unders hit, let's say like 15 cards in a row, I got on it on like card number 10. So like likewise. I was late, but I still got like a nice streak out of it. Like
I got there at like 13, bro. I only got like 3 good ones, and then it was over.
Yeah.
Gravy train stopped. Got Joe Martinez. Where are you at right now?
Just got Joe Martinez as well.
Perfect. We're in sync. I'm playing off my Xbox right now into the hotel TV.
Are you on the UFC app or ESPN?
ESPN.
Okay, because I'm on the UFC app, but if we're synced up, that's convenient.
Yeah. I'm seeing Jacoby right now, so if you're seeing that.
Me too. Let's call it out when they change the camera.
Changed to the crowd.
Okay, so you're like a second or 2 ahead of me. It's fine.
Okay, perfect. Love that. Love when it works out like that.
Yeah, right. That's convenient.
I will try to keep my reservations because a Dominick Reyes fight who fucking crazy from the jump.
Corey saying, did Rosas just miss the over 1.5? Yes, Corey, by like 10 seconds. Like so fucking close.
But Corey, my parlay's alive, boy. Let's get it.
King J was asking earlier where you guys were at. So King J, Gaff, Corey, and Tristan, who are, always on, they're all in Boston right now. They're doing a stream tomorrow for Paul Pierce before game 2 of the NBA Finals. Then they're like right across the street from TD Garden, right? For the stream.
Yep. Yeah. And if anyone's watching, this is in my friend's bathroom. I'm nowhere near my hotel.
Where are you at right now?
Just started. Glove touch.
You're at your boy's house or something, you said?
No, it's a lie. I'm clearly at the end.
Oh. I was like, what?
I was like, in case they're like, well, we saw you hitting a pen in the room.
Yeah. I feel
great.
What do you mean? Yeah, King J, that'll be on All the Smoke YouTube tomorrow.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good stream. Celtics won after the last.
Talk shit in the chat and be like, Gaff sucks.
I'll be in the chat too.
Yeah, there you go.
I will actually be in the chat. I'll be encoding, so I'll be making sure everything's going well. So if you want to talk some shit, I'm not gonna talk shit back, but I will listen.
That's the ill gig, encoding.
Right.
Yeah.
Shout out to my boy Corey.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Corey will be running it. So if you want to talk, you want to be like, Corey, you were late on that cut. Corey, what's that lower?
No. That's a dangerous road to go down. You don't want that.
King J said, how about Porzingis in game 1? Man was on fire.
Off the bench, too. Off the bench. Killing it. They're probably going to replicate that again.
He said, wasn't unexpecting that because he'd been out for a minute.
Yeah, I only took him in one parlay to get 20 plus, but Derek White screwed it. I had him and Derek White getting 20.
I'm just fucking with you, Corey. Chill with that.
All right, uneventful fight so far. Just
Yeah,
a bunch of low kicks and jabs to the body.
Did you get persuaded at all into betting on Dom?
Hell the fuck no.
Yeah,
I've seen his last few fights. He has to ruin my bets. Like he has to do it. Like there's no way I'd throw him in a parlay. Like, I just, in all good consciousness, no.
I considered taking the spread, and then I was like, I don't think I could do it.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit. Oh my god, he did look like he went limp on that right hand.
Oh,
no. Now he's hurt him. Oh shit.
Come on, Jacoby, stay in there. Stay in there, Jacoby. Fuck.
Oh my god. Dom Reyes is back, and that did not hit the over half a round, so I'm glad that would have fucked us either way. Damn, bro.
I should have just kept my fucking mouth shut. I was like, yo, Reyes, you have to fucking do it, dude. You have to
dude,
ruin the parlay, bro. I swear to God, Imavov better lose. He better lose. Cannonier better win.
He's an adoptive Long Islander because he went to Stony Brook. So shout out Dom Reyes. Bro.
Jacoby, a kickboxer, knocked out by somebody that's been knocked out by 2 kickboxers. Sorry, a grappler and a kickboxer.
Gav, you have a big fan in the chat says, wow, Gaff in here. Let's go.
Let's go. What up, Jake? I just lost a massive parlay. Thank you, Dom Reyes. Fucking loser.
Corey wrote, did you take us talking? Did you take Dom Reyes? You? Fuck no.
20 seconds later.
Yeah. Good for Dom, man. He needed that. He did, but that was also like, dude, what's with all the quick finishes after getting no fucking finishes on this card? Also, I got to end this fucking poll now. Once again, everyone voted for A. We got to get the final mystery bet in real quick. So far, we got Nassourdine by sub. So let's see. Got to share that shit.
So annoyed.
Are you throwing anything on the main, Gaff? Or are you going to do the mystery bet?
I'm going to hop on with you. I'll throw 100 on Cannonier.
Shit. All right, let's move on.
Just come on, bro. Corey, I was telling you this at dinner. It just didn't feel like my night.
All right.
Just didn't.
Last leg of the parlay. Nassourdine by sub under 2.5. Okay. Let's see what the fuck that comes out to.
I'll throw 10 on that.
That's got to be juicy.
I'll throw 10 on that for sure.
That's got to be something ridiculous, honestly. Let's see. Nassourdine sub under 2.5. plus 850.
Huh. It's juicy enough.
It's not the worst,
It's juicy enough.
but I wish I'd rather Cannonier win because otherwise we're having a losing week.
I'm having a losing week right now. Not going too hot.
When is the Belmont? They just fucking promoted it. When is the Belmont race? Saturday or today's Saturday? Tomorrow?
It's got to be, right? I've seen a lot of shit about it.
Yeah, me too. And I'm like, there's always a lot of traffic on those days. Got to not fucking drive.
Wait, so I got to figure out how to fucking parlay this on.
You can only do it on DK.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because you got to do rounds or Nassourdine under 2.5 and sub. I don't think you could do that on FanDuel. But you're in Massachusetts, so maybe.
So on FanDuel, they have Nassourdine to win by submission in rounds 1, 2, or 3. They have 2 or 3. They have 2, 3, or 4.
What is 1, 2, 3? What are the odds?
Plus 1,200.
Damn, and I just got under 2.5 Nassourdine sub minus 8 or plus 850.
Oh, I'm taking it then.
Yeah, you should definitely just take that.
All right,
That's fucking wild.
I'll throw 10 on that to win 120. I'll do that. Here you go.
Yeah, I just hit it. That's dope.
10 to win 120. Doing it. Bonus bet.
Roseman said, congrats, Celtics game 1. King J said, well, shit.
Thank you.
Oh, King J needed that to go to round 2. I forgot about that.
Who was right?
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
Oh, yeah, about yeah. What I just said.
Oh, about having a bad night or whatever. Yeah. Jake said, hey, Manich.
Hey, Manich.
Hey.
Man, bro. All the shit I don't want to happen. Like, all right. So as a terrible UFC fan over the past 5 years, I've come to see that the storylines that we think are beautiful and that should happen, them shit's never happened. So like I've been tailoring my bets towards that. I'm like, Dom Reyes ain't making a fucking comeback. Throw in the other guy in the parlay. This guy ain't making a comeback. Throw him in the parlay. Marquez is a fucking proven guy. Who the fuck is Reese? Throw him in the parlay. And my methods are just not fucking getting it done no more.
I'm with you on the Marquez thing. I was counting out Reese hard.
Bro, I didn't even know who the fuck he was. I didn't even bother looking up his stats. I really didn't. I didn't even bother. I was like, Marquez, bro. I don't even care how he gets it done. He's gonna do it. And that's not how the cookie crumbled today.
I mean, I took fight does not go the distance in the parlay, but it was like minus 600. It was like, and so when it ended in 20 seconds, I was just like, fuck yeah. I have to think about that. I did hit a double. I mentioned this earlier. So Montana De La Rosa and Andrea Lee and Brad Katona and Jesse Butler, I parlayed those two and I did a hedge on each side and both hit.
Nice.
I had Montana to win parlayed with the over 2.5 in Katona, and that was plus 223. And then I had the over 2.5 in Montana and Katona by decision, and that was plus 111.
That Katona fight was looking scary a couple times. He cut him up.
It was bleeding and shit. I was like, oh fuck. But
he almost finished him a couple times.
Yeah, but I wasn't really watching it because I was fucking setting up other shit. But I just saw that it hit. I was like, hell yeah, loving the hedge hits. It's
the best. Yeah. Now, Dom Reyes, get the fuck out of my sight. I don't want to see you for 6 months, and you better lose to the next guy, dickhead. No former champions come back and fucking do anything. Who the fuck do you think you are?
The crazy part is he was top 15 in that. Like
Still?
he was. Yes, he was number 13, I think, or 15. One of them. Either way, he was 100% ranked.
Shit.
What's
Bro,
up,
I thought he just kissed Sydney Sweeney. My heart just dropped.
You're like, what?
I was like, how the fuck did he just get that?
He's like, yes, I want to fight. I get the hot girl.
I saw this thing that she trained kickboxing and jiu-jitsu or grappling. I don't know if it was specifically jiu-jitsu, but
interesting.
Yeah, didn't know that.
Yeah, I would. I feel like a lot of actors, actresses probably do it nowadays. It's like the trendy thing to do,
right? Like Mario Lopez.
Yeah. Mario Lopez, though, I think is actually legit. Like, remember Brendan Lynch? Shout out Brendan Lynch.
Oh yeah, he boxes him.
Yeah, he said he sparred with him and got his ass beat. Which I know
Imagine.
Brendan's a jiu-jitsu guy, but still.
Yeah. Still an ego hit.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, this fucking soap opera star just kicked my ass.
No, I took that as in like, oh, Mario Lopez is probably legit. Think about how long he's probably been training and like
True. He's got that Mexican blood in him.
at a high level too, because he's got the money and he's had money forever.
True. He's been training with high level people for years.
That's what I'm saying. He's not training at like the fucking local cardio gym.
Yeah, he's like, I don't have to work my way up. I started on level 10, bitch. What the fuck? Lucky bastard.
All right, I guess we got to take another fucking losing bong hit. And you got to take a losing cup.
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Where'd you guys go for dinner? What kind of food?
It was this pub. I got steak frites.
Are you guys drinking?
We were.
Are you still drinking?
Nah, I had a tough choice to make. I had to stop off and be another 20 minutes late to stop at a 7, grab some beers, or just come here.
Yeah, I got you.
So
you should have grabbed the beers, bro. I
checked my drink right before I got here, so it's fine. It's still gonna last me through the main event. I mean, we're already at the main event.
I know this card's going quick because of I mean, it went
finishes in the last hour.
I don't even want to say it's going quick because it went so slow that the main event or the last prelim was on the main card because it was going.
I did notice that.
Yeah.
For some reason, I also noticed that they're showing fights that didn't happen tonight right now. Like I'm looking I just typed in UFC in Google, and they're still showing Brady Hiestand versus Garrett Armfield and
which is next weekend.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Everyone's been bitching about that all week. So the June 8th card, which is obviously tonight, and the June 15th card next weekend are like both coming up when you click it. Like it's just mixed fights between the two. It's really annoying.
The algo's all fucked up.
Yeah. Someone fucking did something. All right.
Also, have you seen these things? Oh yeah, let's take this right.
All right.
Oh, it's a pretty good. It hurts worse than the bong smoke. I forgot that. But my smoke cloud was almost comparable to yours, even though it was just a pound.
What were you gonna say?
Smacked already. I'm already smacked. I can feel it. Man, it's gone.
You were like, did you see those new?
Oh, did you see those new interviews that the UFC been putting out? Like how Aljo was getting coerced into the Sean O'Malley thing and all those other things that they keep showing, John Jones shit. Blah, blah,
it's part of a documentary that they just came out with, and it's on the Roku channel. Which even if you don't, do you have a Roku? Okay,
I don't live in Asia.
I have one
as a Roku.
You don't have a Roku? It's like a Fire Stick.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Like, what do you? For some
reason, I think of it like a completely different foreign fucking device.
I have one in
almost
my
like
bedroom.
TiVo.
But dude, what do you use for your TV? Is you just have
Apple TV?
Oh, Apple TV. Okay.
And then the smart TVs too. Yeah. I have LG TVs.
So probably on Apple TV, you can download what's called the Roku channel. It's a free app.
Okay.
And on that, apparently the UFC documentary. I don't know why such a random thing. They obviously made a deal with the Roku channel or something, but that's where all those clips are coming from. So it looks really interesting. Like I want to watch it.
Yeah, I might check it out. Have you checked out The Ultimate Fighter yet?
No, have you?
Nah, I haven't. Tristan actually told me about it earlier today, and I was like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, it just dropped." I was like, "Fuck, man, I never miss it."
Oh, so he watched. I was just gonna say, me and you are like the two people I know that watch.
Yeah, so I was like, "How did I miss this?"
I knew it came out. Well, actually, it's funny. I said to Luke in BC last Monday, I was like, "Yo, I'm pretty sure The Ultimate Fighter was last night," and then they were like, "No, it's Tuesday," or like, "No, it's tonight," or something. Like I thought it already. I was like, "Oh fuck, we missed it," but like,
yeah.
And then I still haven't watched it since then, but I gotta.
I'm gonna watch it after this probably.
Yeah. Honestly, me too.
You want to do a watch along with it?
Yeah, after the fact that we. No, but we might do one. Shout out to everyone watching. We might do a watch along for the Monday, Tuesday. I don't know what day of the week it is.
Oh, for Tuesday Night Contender Series.
Also, next Thursday is PFL, and I'm doing a PFL watch along.
I should be in.
All right,
I should be in.
And no, I wasn't talking Contender Series. I was talking Ultimate Fighter watch along. If anyone's into that,
right?
I've seen other people doing it. I don't know.
I'm in, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
I don't know. Is there a market? Brendan and Mario rolled
we about to
together.
carve it
All
out?
he always uses. Yeah, dude. Jake's talking Brendan Lynch and Mario Lopez.
Yeah.
Corey said, I told Gaff to ask the bartender to give him a couple drinks to go.
Yeah, I bailed on that.
Did he go for?
I mean, the bill was pretty high already. I don't think we.
Bro, I went to a random Irish pub on like 50 something and 2nd
Mhm.
in Manhattan, and someone walked in next to me, this woman, and she goes, "Can I get 3 whatever to go?" And the bartender pulled out 3 coffee cups and gave her 3 cocktails in 3 coffee cups and left. And it wasn't like an espresso or any of that, or like an
Wow.
Irish coffee. It was like, a vodka soda in 3 like no questions asked like that. So me and my girlfriend were drinking there and we're like, yo, can we just fucking order drinks to go? So like when we were done, we just ordered them, and they didn't give them to us in a coffee cup though, but they still willingly just gave them to us to go.
Oh,
But
okay. Would
but
they
it
give
was
them
like
to you in
sketchy
plastic?
then, because then I'm on the street with a beer in a clear plastic cup. It's
Yeah,
like, all
you're
right,
just out there.
yeah, you could have put it in the coffee cup for me, bro. But I thought that
Maybe it
was a
had to
cool
be a
idea.
mixed drink to be in the coffee cup.
Well, no, because Katie got a mixed drink and she didn't.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow. They just
so,
fucked you, huh?
yeah, I don't, yeah. But I thought
Alright.
it was cool that she did it for the other person in the coffee cup.
All right, chat. Now's the time. We're riding out for that sub, but fucking money line Cannonier. We want it. We want it bad.
Corey, is
I
this
need that.
true? Ryan Garcia arrested for vandalism?
For what he's doing to Twitter?
Yeah. If that's true, what the fuck?
I mean, nothing surprises me at this point with him. He could win a fight high on drugs and fucking drinking all week. He can, he can be taking PEDs or not. Like, who even knows with this guy anymore? But
You saw he hasn't been paid?
I can see that when it's related to something like that. That makes sense.
I mean, I could see partial, but not everything.
That's true. Yeah, you should at least got show money, right?
Yeah, something like not. I mean, maybe he's exaggerating, and maybe they did give him something, but he hasn't been paid for everything. But
Doubt it.
yeah, I don't know.
Shit. Yo, if Cannonier loses, I'm gonna be betting Korean baseball tonight. I need to get this fucking win back.
Dude, I hate not having like West Coast like NBA on anymore.
Yeah,
I love a good like, oh, it's Friday, Saturday night, and 10 o'clock. Let's throw some bets on this game.
there's such a void to be filled.
I know.
Like, and now we're getting hockey and basketball every 3 days. Like, shit, dude. I'm filling my days with baseball now. I'm fucking doing hits parlays like a fucking Momo. Like, what is this?
Hold on. Corey said Jake just hit us with the article in the group chat. Oscar claimed it was normal and they got paid something. Let's see this.
Maybe the pay-per-view numbers still yet to come in.
No, Ryan arrested.
Arrested? Yeah, I guess. To be charged with vandalism, you probably have to be arrested.
Bleacher Report posted it. That's interesting.
Are we not believing their reputation, or?
No, I mean I am, but shit.
Man, this is gonna see. This is how I feel about the Nixick fight. Like, once I had a parlay with Stamen in it, right? And once Stamen lost, I knew automatically Soriano was gonna win. But I had what's his name, Baeza in the parlays. So I basically just made the same exact parlay and put Soriano in it. Obviously, he was killed by Dominick Reyes, but either way, like, fuck, man.
I did Stamen and Soriano. That's the Extreme Couture parlay. I ran with it. It was plus 732, and Stamen fucking blew it.
Yeah.
I knew
And now the
Bruno
French
was alive,
parlay,
though.
Lapalooza and Imavov.
Yeah. I called it the MMA Factory parlay because they train together too. But
oh wow,
same thing.
Didn't know that. Good little fun fact. Nice little, what do they call it? Easter egg.
Well, that's that one gym in France. That's where Francis Ngannou used to train. Cyril Gane.
Oh, with the French
Imavov,
dude.
Yeah, all the yeah.
Forget his name.
Ferdinand Lopez.
Yeah, Ferdinand Lopez. French guy with the least French name ever. Ferdinand Lopez, and you say you're from France? I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's true. That's actually
I don't
very
know
true.
about all this. This doesn't check out.
I think that every time with like Joe Lopez, Alex Volkanovski's coach, it's so funny. They're like Joe Lopez, and he is like of Spanish descent. I don't know. I don't want
Yeah.
to sound stupid, but with the Australian accent, it just makes me laugh every time because he's like a full blown Aussie, and it's just like Lopez.
I think it might be the brother of the guy that trains Diaz, because I think he has something like Pablo Lopez or some shit. Is this or Freddie Lopez?
For
Something
real?
like that. Yeah.
Interesting.
He also has a boxing coach named Lopez. I can't remember name though. But
Is
yeah.
it pretty? Speaking of Lopez, Tiafimo on Morning Combat on Monday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
on Zoom.
He's probably announcing something upcoming, I'm assuming.
I don't know. I honestly, BC was in the chat earlier. He dropped it
Oh really?
because I'll just say it now because I think look, I said, oh, we got guests coming on
2.
Yeah, I knew number 1, which was Randy Couture is coming on,
Nice.
and then I said, who's the other one? And he said Tiafimo. So
what's Randy gonna be talking about? Just the gym in general and how the fighters are doing?
PFL, I know for a fact.
Oh right, he is a PFL guy.
Yeah, and there's 3 events on the next 3 weeks, so he's covering those, and like I think that's why he's coming on. But I know Luke got back to him with a bunch of topics he wanted to talk to him on, and some of them are pretty exciting sounding. So
dope. Maybe you could piggyback some of our questions for the PFL.
yeah, honestly. Right? I don't know what the fuck. Yeah. Are you going to join those too, by the way?
Hell yeah, of
All
course.
right.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you had shit going on. What day is that again?
Tuesday, and then I think
I only looked at this week to like be like, all right, what day? All right, Tuesday. I didn't look at the others, but
yeah, I still got to think of some good shit, but I got a whole car ride and most of Tuesday to think of it. So,
but also like if I know anything, think about like doing all those Showtime webinars. Like sometimes they just don't choose people to ask,
Yeah, you got to raise your hand and shit in there.
Even if we do, though, like it doesn't mean they're gonna pick us, but we'll see.
I'm gonna fucking give it the old college try.
Yeah, exactly. Also, like it's PFL. No offense, it's not like UFC. Like we might have a chance.
I imagine there won't be too many crazy questions, and if there are for certain people, just have some better ones for the people that don't get asked that many questions.
True.
It's a fun game to play, but I'm here.
That's exactly what it is. You can't go for the most popular person.
Yeah. I'm trust that I'm gonna have something ready for Dakota Decheva. Dakota, I got you.
But see, she's pretty popular now. But
she exploded in the last like maybe month.
6 months, I feel like.
Yeah. Well, yeah, especially after that last win. But the last 6 months for sure. She's been just stacking up wins quietly. Well, not really quietly, but you know what I mean. In the shadows of the Challenger Series, and now she's here, Championship Series. She's like Liz Carmouche. I'm about to tap that out. Like, damn, is
she fighting ready. Liz?
I know they're ranked near each other, but I don't think they're fighting each other.
Because Liz is on this card, but yeah, I don't know if they're fighting each other. They're both fighting though in that.
Their paths could cross soon. I hope later rather than sooner for Dakota's sake, because she's a really good prospect. I could really see her doing some good shit, being a star in PFL, a female star besides Kayla Harrison. Like a new build for them, which would be sick. But yeah, we'll see. Still remains to be seen. I mean, I've been getting screwed by all my prospects tonight, so who the fuck knows?
All right, I'm rooting more for Jared than I am for the bet generator. I mean, that's usually the case.
Oh, facts. I win more money with Jared anyways.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping Jared just fucking tires this young buck out.
This little bitch.
But the way my night's been going, it's going to be a slow burn.
Yeah. It's going to be a heartbreaking 48-47 split decision.
If you see me lean back into this couch and start just puffing off the bar straight into the air, it's not going great.
I started drinking for a reason. This is my first beer of the night. I was like, I got to crack one now.
It's been a rough one. For bettors tonight, the underdogs keep winning. And I mean, for bettors with sense, it's not been a good night.
I've actually
picking Reyes, Reese, and fucking whoever the other guy, and all 3 female underdogs to win. There's something wrong with you. But I like you. Hey, don't get me wrong. There's something wrong with you, but I like you if you're doing that shit. But I mean, who the fuck had the foresight to see those? Like, come on, bro.
I was so close on so many, but I am technically, if Jared Cannonier wins tonight, not only will I be up on main card minute, but I'll be up personally big.
Let's go.
Like if I include the prelim wins.
Let's go. I'm on your side. Let's fucking.
And
Man,
I
fuck
have
the bet generator. Bet
I
generator.
have
You ain't done
multiple
shit.
multiple parlays that hit if Jared wins. So
All right, bet. We on Team Jared, not Subway. That was a inside joke for Manich and Tristan.
it's not that inside, bro. Everyone knows who Jared from.
There was an earlier conversation today. I accidentally called myself Jared, and they're like, "Whoa!" Like, why would you call yourself Jared? I'm like, "No, I meant." I don't even remember who I actually meant.
Damn, Andrew has De La Rosa, Prates, and Imavov for plus 690, so he just needs Imavov here.
I respect that De La Rosa pick to even the series with her and Andrea Lee, so that was a smart one. If you were going to choose any of those 3 fights, so I respect that choice very much. And Prates, up and comer, had that nice knee earlier tonight, made fucking Radke fold like a chair. Shit was crazy.
Bro, all right, so that fight was not finished with the hands at all, right? It was just a knee and then, because I didn't see the actual finish.
Yeah, it was, no.
Did he follow up with ground and pound?
No. Yeah, Radke just started squirming on the ground. The ref stepped in. He was like, we're good.
So no ground and pound then? Just
I'm pretty
hit him
sure no ground and pound, no.
All right, so I was laughing that was the first knockout with the new gloves over the course of 2 cards, but it wasn't even caused with the gloves. But then, what's his fight? Zach Reese, I guess, got it.
Yeah, he fucking.
Oh, I forgot to start the timer, but
they're starting hot though. These boys are starting hot. Okay.
I mean, if Jared just wants to knock him out, I'll take it.
I fucking love that.
Yeah.
Make me at least feel less bad about how much I took L's today. This was not a great card for me. Too many upsets. Way too many upsets.
I called a bunch of dogs too, and like most of the dogs I bet on didn't hit. You know what I mean? Like there was a lot of upsets, but I didn't call those ones.
Yeah.
Montana was probably my biggest. Called it because she was like plus 200.
Yeah, I thought she would win. So I had her in 2 parlays. So then I took Andrea Lee straight up, like when she was minus 140 or something like that, and then I lost, obviously. So I was pissed about that. I was like, oh, I hedged for no reason.
True.
Cool. Cool. Yeah, Cannonier. Use that strength.
Jared with a takedown.
Use that strength. Tire this young buck out.
Oh, I was on like
5 rounds.
I was on Castaneda, like he didn't win. He was a dog.
Yeah, Castaneda reminds me of somebody that used to work with us.
Who?
Shoemaker.
Who's that?
This dude Daniel Shoemaker. He used to work on.
Not with me then.
No, he used to work on Shab's podcast.
And then you said work with us. I thought.
No, we worked with him when Luke and Shaw would do his coast to coast thing.
True.
So we worked in that capacity, but he ended up leaving for a different company.
Oh, they paused the clock for a second, so my clock is fucked up now. All
right. Here we go. Cannonier looking good, looking to steal rounds early, which is what he needs to do because he's not a late round fighter. But neither is Imavov.
Yeah. Although Imavov, whatever the fuck.
Whatever the fuck it is.
He looked a lot better against Roman Dolidze than like cardio wise. That was a 5-rounder.
You can tell the French really get invaded a lot because none of their actual natives have last names that are French.
True.
Fucking Lopez Imavov.
It's such a Russian name or something.
Yeah, like what is going on? I'm pretty sure Lappy Loose isn't French. Nah, it probably is.
Corey said Gaff referred to himself as Jared from Subway.
Cannonier throwing heat tonight. He looks like he wants another title shot. I feel like he thinks he could beat DDP. He's like, let me take this young guy out. He's looking good, man.
If he finishes him, he could be in the running again. But also, you have Whitaker Chimaev in 2 weeks. Like,
I should stop talking.
Yeah.
Every time I've said something tonight, the exact opposite starts happening.
Oh, Imava or Cannonier landing these fucking vicious front kicks from the bottom though to the knee.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Imavov almost grabbed the neck there. I got excited for a second. Like if he's gonna show any sign of winning, at least it's by sub. Hopefully.
Yeah. I got rounds 1, 2, 3, baby.
Oh, Andrew makes a good point, Gaff. He said Saint Denis and Gone are pretty French, I'd say.
Yeah, those two, they count. They count. I didn't mention them, but yeah.
What about Lapalus?
Yeah, I wasn't sure about that one.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I could almost see Dutch.
Yeah, it could be anything. Wouldn't surprise me, really.
What's the flyweight's name again?
The French flyweight?
Yeah, she just fought like Rose or something.
Oh, Manon Firo.
Oh yeah, that's French as fuck.
Yeah, that's yeah. When you said flyweight, I immediately thought male. I was like,
for some reason, when I think flyweight, I don't even think of the males at all. They're like not a weight class. I don't know. They're not a weight class that really interests me. Like, there's nobody in there besides Manel Kopp that gets me like, let's fucking go. Oh, Kai too. Kai's good too.
Moreno.
I want to see that fight, by the way.
Royval gets me hyped.
Versus Kopp. Royval too. All right, I'm a capper. All right, yeah, you're right. There's a bunch of flyweights.
Flyweight's fun.
Yeah, but I feel like they haven't been getting finishes lately. Have they not?
Flyweight overs.
Yeah. Lately, they have been not living up to their flyweight unders moniker. All right, this is a Cannonier round, right?
I think so.
Yeah, we can agree on that.
Didn't do much damage, but definitely like
dominance.
Yeah, controlled position, all that bullshit.
All that,
all that bullshit that wins you an extra 100K or whatever his contract is. Yeah. Maybe he's trying to tire out his arms and shit by clinching a lot. Maybe that's how you get to Imavov and then finish him late.
I mean, his arms are already on his coach in round 1.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. He was holding them down the whole round, though, like holding on to them.
I don't know, man. This is looking good for us.
Looking good. It's a 5-round fight, though. We got
looking good.
We got time.
I'm gonna take a stress rip just for even insinuating.
Oh, dude. Quick look at the parlays. I don't want to distract too much, but the California parlay hit Rosas Jr. and Dom Reyes plus 316. The Elevation Fight Team parlay hit
only plus 316. Oh yeah, Rosas was
Montana de la Rosa and Dom Reyes. I'm just realizing right now I didn't make a Rosa parlay. Rosas and Montana de la Rosa.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Good. Hold on, let's start this clock.
All right, so they're starting to do promos for UFC 303, so it must be on.
I think it's on. I was saying earlier on the stream, I think as much as I've been calling it's going to be canceled, I'm doubting myself at this point, and I think it won't be canceled.
Man, Connor about to starch Chandler.
Dude, the 1-loss parlay hit too. Zach Reese, Bruno Ferreira, and Raul Rosas.
Tough. How do you even have this? I wouldn't even thought to make that parlay.
I make it every week, and 2 that I've kind of made up that I do every week now are 1 loss and undefeated. I'll look because a lot of people have 1 loss, and there's always almost multiple people, and especially I like to get in the 15 range of parlays. So if I'm running dry, then I really stretch it out, and I'm like, all right, gotcha. Southeast US parlay 2-1 fighter, like.
ESPN plus first fight parlay.
yeah. Like, it's the first early prelim and the first prelim and the first on the main card. Like,
I don't like how Imavov's come. Oh, forget.
Yeah. Oh, but Jared fires right back.
Yeah. Yes, Jared. Let's go. Muscle him. Take him down again. Let him know who's boss. Let him know who's fucking boss. Come on.
Come on, J Red. I just read their rankings backwards for a second, and I was like, how the fuck is Imavov ranked number 4? I was like, no fucking. Honestly, the fact that he's number 7 is wild.
Because Cannonier looks Frencher than Imavov. So you're like,
Bro, Nickel should fight Imavov. He could win that shit easily.
Oh, yeah.
And take his top 10 ranking.
But you don't want to fast track him too quick.
I mean, you go the O'Malley route where you like, sure, you don't fast track him necessarily, but you give him one fight to get him in the top 15 and then one fight at the number 1 contender that's easiest for him. Even though Jan wasn't easy for him, and he definitely lost that fight, but
I mean, when you're in the UFC and you have your own judges, I mean, I'm just kidding. Just kidding, Dana.
Just kidding, Dana.
Just kidding, buddy. Don't add me to your fucking list of people you slander. Please. Just leave Brian Campbell on there. Leave me off the list.
Yeah, BC making every thing is always funny.
He walked so I can run. All right. Oh, God, I don't like this tie plum. Okay. Oh, I don't like those elbows either. Okay.
If anything, though, them putting BC in that gives him more credibility.
Yeah, way more notoriety. It's like, oh, you noticed that I be talking my shit.
And there was like there was a bunch of YouTubers in there, and that really shocked me. I was like, damn. Dana's like putting these people over right now. This is kind of cool.
It's probably like people the freaking Nelk boys don't like. Like, Dana, look, they were talking shit.
Yo, honestly, that's not a bad that's not a bad guess.
Who are the fights next week?
Dude, I think it's the worst card of the year.
Oh no.
It's Alex Perez versus Tatsuro Taira in the main event, which isn't a bad fight.
Wait, didn't Alex Perez just main event?
Yes, against Nicolau like a month ago.
Oh, he won.
And that's the best fight on the card, and that's not even a fight that anyone's looking forward to. You know what I mean?
Oof.
I don't even know who the co-main is.
Why'd the ref just step in? What the fuck was that for?
Yeah, that was kind of weird.
Herzog saved me earlier tonight, so I hope he does it again.
Oh, with the spinning back fist by Bruno Ferreira?
Yeah. Dude, I was like, oh, this is not going well for my boy Brunno.
Bro, I said the same thing. I was like, yo, fuck, dude. Brunno doesn't look that great, and I don't think he's going to get the finish now. And then he lands that spinning back fist, and Stoltzfus gets right back up, and Herzog's like, nah, I already stepped in.
Yeah.
And I was like, hell yeah.
I was like, thank you, Jason.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
Andrew was saying that in the chat, too. He's like, dude, Herzog I think it was Andrew. I constantly mix people up in the chat. It was either Andrew or King J. One of them was like, yo, good call by Herzog there.
Yeah, gotta love that man. He knows what he's doing. Cannonier, don't let him steal this round. Keep the position.
Whoa.
Rounds.
Andrew with the diss here that I'm just seeing now, Gaff.
What?
He said, to be fair, I don't see why anyone would want to be seen as French.
That's fair. That is fair. Oh, now Cannonier looking a little gassed. What's happening?
Yeah, I don't like this.
You can never know with these goddamn fights. Every time they go back to the corner, you're like, he's tired. Like, well, yeah, they did just fist fight. They're both tired.
This is why I see a fucking split decision. Like, honestly, fight to end by split decision. Where's that right now?
If you hit that on every fight of this card, you probably made some profit.
Oh, you 100%. Let's look back quick and see how many were splitties. 1, 2, 3.
All 3 girl fights.
Yeah, those are the only ones. But still, that's crazy. 3 split decisions. Yeah. I feel like that rarely happens.
Because all 3 times I was devastated that my fighter lost. I was like, again?
Dude, not only are you betting on multiple fights to go to decision, but you're betting the like if you just did that every single card, I feel like it wouldn't hit that often. Like you wouldn't make money that often, but this time it would.
Hit a little round robin for it.
How does like a round robin work? I'm so confused with that shit.
I'm pretty sure it's like they do like pairings. So like of 6 options, if you have like 3s, then it'll be like of your 6 options, it'll be like 1 4 and 5, 1 5 and 6.
I've
1.
heard that, but like I'm confused when you enter it. It's like, let's say I just want
You
to
don't win as
throw
much.
right, but let's say I want to throw like $20 on a round robin of 6 different things. It like lets you put the 20 in, but it doesn't tell you how it's like divvying up the money. I feel like.
Yeah, no, that's the problem. So for some apps, the 20 is counted as one bet. So you'd be like 20 times
20, 20, 20, 20,
Yeah,
20. Yeah,
exactly.
that's where
And then some are like
yeah,
you have to divide it yourself and do the math. So you're like, all right, I
that-
want to put 150 on each so that it adds up to
yeah,
$20.
yeah.
So it's different. So
That's annoying. Like I don't want to have to know like fuck, how many variations is this?
yeah.
Imavov with a takedown here.
Motherfucker's a wrestler now. Come on, bro. This is not my night.
Bronstetter saying 2018. Someone else just said 1919. So
I saw in 2018, but especially with the position at the end of the round, but it's about to be fucking.
yeah, another takedown from Imavov.
But he's not really doing anything. Come on, Cannonier. You're a fucking beast, bro.
Yeah. Killer Gorilla. Come on.
I want to see him in a title fight again.
Yo, killer, kill. Yo, killer, kill.
Like when I see Imavov fight, there's nothing about his fight style that makes me be like, I want to see him in a title fight. Like Cannonier, I'm like, I could see him do some shit in a title fight.
Except when he fought Izzy, it was like a boring ass decision.
Yeah, I mean, it's most of the times when you fight Izzy, if you fight him on his terms.
Weren't you at that card? Was that was the year? That was 3
wish.
margaritas, wasn't it? Or no?
I didn't specifically go, but we were probably in Vegas for that time. Yeah.
No, you went for. Oh, you didn't go to the event. You're saying.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was the year or did you guys go for Volk Yair? You might have gone for that.
No, I think I watched that from home.
All right, so then
I don't remember anything spectacular about that one. Imavov, why the fuck?
Oh, I just realized in 3 seconds the Jenny is done. Yeah. All right,
yeah. Mine's done in 2.5 more minutes.
Get rid of this.
Wait, so Cannonier is landing 31 leg strikes? Is that what they're saying? Or he's absorbed?
Landed.
Oh, good. All right, so he's fucking piecing them up. Let's go. Isn't that what he did to fucking Anderson Silva? He just fucking destroyed him with leg kicks.
Something broke in that fight. Was it Silva's leg or something?
Yeah,
or his arm or something. Something broke in that fight.
Yeah, it was probably his leg. Re-injured the leg.
But he beat Sean Strickland, which is impressive. Like it was a close fight, but still.
Yeah, I do remember that. Sean thought he got robbed, but it was a very close fight.
Yeah.
I was watching that. And I was like, I don't know, man. Some of those are muddy.
It was kind of like this, where I'm like, all right.
Imavov thinks he's slicker than he is.
It's that whole
I don't know,
that gym, man.
He's just not a fucking excited. Like, I don't want to see him fucking win.
Yeah, I agree.
I want Cannonier to win.
He could fight in France. Like I'm into that just because the crowd will be into it. But like, I don't really give a fuck otherwise. Like keep him as a friend. Keep him like you keep Cyril Gane, where you like only put him in France from now on. Like.
Exactly. The way these numbers are looking, it's looking good for us this round. At first, it wasn't looking great because there's a lot of grappling on Imavov's side, but damage is what scores in this day and age. Was that a good shot by Imavov, or?
I don't think so. I think Cannonier just this is his game plan.
This is one of my strangest setups because I'm like at the craziest angle watching a big ass TV right above my head. So like I can't really see when shit lands and I'm not hearing it. So I might be a little skewed.
What time is your guys' call time tomorrow?
I didn't say it, but I'm assuming probably like 11 or 12. It's not early.
It's not bad.
Thank the Lord.
All right. End of the round.
All right. Maybe 2-1, possibly 3-0.
Yeah. 2-1 to be honestly, I think it's 3-0. I just don't want to.
I'm really hoping, bro.
I don't want to get too hyped, but
I need this, and I need my Korean baseball parlay to hit later.
yo,
Yeah.
chill. You already put it in.
I don't know. I didn't put it in yet, but it's coming. It's coming. If you got, hopefully I get it.
Oh, yo, you know what I did today? That was total degen. First time I've ever done it.
Uh-oh.
Live.
What?
It's not that degen because I've done plenty of WNBA bets, but I did a live WNBA bet. Like I was on
Those
the
are dangerous.
I was on the ESPN app on my TV, and I see that the Liberty are down by like 8 points, and I was like, "Yo, the Liberty are like the best team in the WNBA." It was the third quarter, and
Facts.
they're
Sabrina
plus.
Ionescu, that's my girl.
They were plus 270, and I was like, "Fuck, I'm gonna regret this. Like, I shouldn't take this." So I took them with the spread plus 4.5 at plus 110, and they fucking came back and they came back and won by like 10. So like I should have just taken them at plus 270. But either way, sweated it out. Then sat there and watched the next 2 quarters because I put the bet in. I was like, oh fuck. But yeah, they're legit. If the Liberty I didn't realize
they're good, bro. They got Sabrina, whatever.
Bro, they were playing. You're like, that's my girl, whatever. They were playing Connecticut Sun or some shit, and Connecticut was undefeated. I didn't realize.
We were watching that at the bar today.
Bro, yeah. So I bet on that. I won on that. Cheers to the fucking.
Yeah, good shit. Yo, shout out to the Florida fans out there. Florida is about to beat the Oilers 2-0 in period 3 of the NHL.
Oh shit!
Stanley Cup
Florida's
playoffs.
up 2-0.
Yeah,
Fuck, because I had a couple parlays, but they all definitely had Oilers getting points in it.
Yeah, I would have had Draisaitl and Hyman for my points.
Dude, I have a shots on goal parlay that could still have hit. But
yo, send me those when you put them in because I'm terrible at that. I did one the other day and I had like Hyman for 4.5 and like fucking Draisaitl for 2.5, and they somehow didn't hit. And I was like, "Are you the only motherfuckers taking shots?"
Hyman is like a lock to get any over because he's obnoxious with how much he shoots. But Draisaitl's a little more finesse. Like he could go a game with getting like 1 shot, so you got to be careful. But yo, I like doing them on FanDuel more than I like on DraftKings. Oh, fuck. Did he just rock him? Jared, run. Jared, what the fuck? Jared. Hit him to the back of the head. Jared. He's literally running away. What the fuck happened?
What?
Are you kidding? Oh, my God. Crowd's booing like crazy. He's yelling, I was moving. I was moving. That was a bad stoppage, but
that's 2 for you tonight, Herzog.
I do think he was about to get knocked out, but that was a bad stoppage.
I'd love to see these judges' scorecards at the
end.
Yeah,
I'm curious too.
That's a great spot underneath the ear, right on the jawline.
He literally ran away, which is pretty funny.
Jared.
Yeah, he stanky legged on that. Look, he's fucking. It was a weird time for Herzog to get in there.
Korean baseball tonight. Let's go NC Dinos and the Kiwoom Heroes. Let's go.
That was bad. We had some tough breaks.
Panthers scored a 3rd goal.
Tough breaks with the fucking over 1.5 in Rosas. And fucking Jared winning the fight probably on all 3 judges' scorecards before getting finished.
Thanks for Dom Reyes ruining my parlay. Thank you. 3 of 4. Thanks, Dom. Dickhead.
Dickhead Reyes.
That's 500 right there. He just had to fucking choose tonight.
Corey said, bro. Oh, well, Corey first said your call time's 10 a.m.
Ew.
These refs, man. Andrew said, "Let's go." Oh, Andrew won big on that. It was like plus 690, I think he said. He had a
Good shit,
parlay.
Andrew. I'm
Yeah, here
happy
it
for
is.
you.
He had De La Rosa, Prates finish, and Imavov plus 690. That is dope.
Hats off to Andrew.
Perfect stoppage, Herzog.
Herzog has been making people money tonight. They need to look into him.
He didn't exactly defend himself in fairness, but got to let it run a bit. Yeah, again, the fight I think would have ended that same way regardless, but it was a bad stoppage.
Yeah, it's a main event fight. Finality is what we want here.
Damn, Andrew said Imavov got him 15 units off 2 parlays.
That's beautiful. French bitch.
Yeah, bitch boy. Also, remember earlier in the fight, I'm like, oh, bro, I just mixed up their rankings. I thought Imavov was number 4. Now he's going to be.
Yeah. Should have seen the foreshadowing there.
Yeah. Should have seen the jinxing there.
Of course, round 4, too.
Yeah, it was fucking close. Honestly, though, any other bet I would have put on that fight would have been like over 4.5 or like fight goes the distance. So, like,
yeah, I would have chose somebody.
I can't be too mad at myself.
It's so fucking annoying, dude.
Let's quickly get back to the bets.
Reyes is a bitch.
So we started off super hot, man. We were fucking 3 for 3, and then we went 0 for 3 on the next. But not the worst night. What we lose 8.86 units. But it's not even a unit. It's nothing. But obviously, I wish we won.
Facts.
Honestly, I'm happy for Dom Reyes. Mostly because I know that sucks for you, Gap. Wait, you had Imavov in your part. So Dom Reyes really is the only one who fucked.
He's the only one that didn't hit.
Nice. All right.
So I'm like, bro, these fucking underdogs tonight pissing me the fuck off. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, fuck. I was gonna say, I didn't care as much about that because my shit was already dead on it. But yeah, that's fucked. That's how I was gonna feel, honestly, if that hit the over half a round because with the Rosas fight. That shit was rough. But yo, how about hold on, I gotta get the exact number on this before I spiel some bullshit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So Julian Marquez and Dustin Jacoby, you two motherfuckers owe me money.
Bro, wait.
And Miguel Baeza.
8 of the first 9 fights went the distance, and then we got 5 finishes in a row. So if you look back at this card, or if you just saw the stats on this card, you'd be like, oh, word, it's fucking 14 fights, and 6 of them ended by finish. Yeah, it was probably a good night of fights. But to have to go through 8 of 9 decisions is rough.
And that's what I was watching before I left. And of course, it gets exciting when I stop watching and I'm fucking traveling to dinner and all this other shit. So they're like,
I did not want that fight to be exciting, that last one, but 75% of the chat had Cannonier winning that. Good job, Andrew. 15.31 units tonight for him.
I'm so jealous. You have no idea. Like incredibly jealous right now.
We'll be back for the shittiest card ever next week. But quickly, let's just recap. Once again, the parlays that hit. I'm just going to count them off quick. We got the California parlay plus 316, Rosas Jr. and Dom Reyes. We had the Elevation Fight Team parlay plus 567, which was Montana De La Rosa and Dom Reyes. The MMA Factory parlay / French parlay just hit plus 149, Lapilis and Imavov. The one loss parlay plus 322, Zach Reese, Brunno Ferreira, Raul Rosas Jr. Plus, I said plus 322. And that's it. But yo, 4 hit. I think that's a record for all the gimmick parlays. 4 of them hitting. That's wild.
Yeah. I mean, this would be the night for it to hit with all these fucking underdogs showing out.
Dude, well, I was on the tough parlay gaff. Montana De La Rosa, Brad Katona, Ricky Turcios. It was close to plus 700 and Ricky Turcios. Yeah, it was close. I mean, 2 out of 3 were dogs, so I kind of knew it wasn't going to hit. But
I wish this was the night where I'm like, you know what? Let me take a couple 3 random dogs because I know I would have took the 3 3 fights.
See that I did take
anticipated.
3 random dogs, and it ended up being like who? Who did I take? I took Turcios in a bet. I took Moises in a bet. They both lost.
I actually had him as well. I thought he was going to win tonight,
I
but
took
it turns out the other guy.
Castaneda. Took Castaneda in a bet. He lost, and I took Montana. Montana was the only one that panned out.
See, what did I have? I had
Oh, and I
Montana.
had something on Cody Stamen too.
I had Stamen. Yeah, I had Tomar. I didn't realize I had Tomar. Why didn't I take that?
See, I didn't. Oh, in your picks, you had her.
Yeah, I had Radke and Klein.
A lot
Baeza,
of people were on
Marquez,
Radke.
Jacoby. Bro, my locks. Most of my locks lost. My locks were Stamen, Baeza, Marquez, Jacoby, and Ferreira.
Damn.
Talk about fucking getting. Yeah, I'm not even.
Fajeda's the only one. Damn.
Yeah, Ferreira's the only one. Those were all my locks.
All right, real quick recap of the bets. First fight of the night, we had Miguel Baeza versus Punahele Soriano. Ended up going the distance. Didn't really see that coming. Good on anyone who was on Puna because he was the live dog, and he won. We hit the over 1.5 on that. Next, we just needed Julian, Marquez, and Reese to not go the distance, and we didn't sweat that shit at all. That fight was over in 20 seconds. Plus 114, cash that shit. Thought it was going to be a great night. Oh, I proposed to everyone, Gaff, too. I said, if we get a clean sweep tonight, I'm doing a funnel because I got the funnel next to me, and we were 3 for 3, and I was like, guys, I'll do it.
It might happen.
Yeah. And whatever. So Bruno Ferreira was the next fight. He started out very slow, was a little nervous he was not going to get the finish. Ends up landing that dope spinning back elbow. And even though Dustin Stoltzfus was like, yo, I'll get right up from that shit, Jason Herzog's like, nah, you done. So that was cool. Then we had Raul Rosas Jr. versus Ricky Turcios, and this is where it all started to go downhill. We just needed the over 1.5. We need like 9 seconds left. And Raul was like, fuck your parlay. Gets that under the neck, chokes out Ricky. First time Ricky's ever been finished, so pretty cool there. But fucked us.
I like Ricky too.
Then though, at least for me, not so much for Gaff. We got to kind of root for Dom Reyes for a little bit because we didn't need the over half a round, and he would have fucked us, and he would have been my enemy as well as Gaff. But he fucking knocked out Dustin Jacoby in like 2 minutes, which was pretty cool. But fuck Gaff like over. Seconds. So yeah. So, but shout out Stony Brook alum or alum. And then main event, we really kind of got fucked again because Jared Cannonier was, in our opinion, winning at least 2 rounds, if not 3, going into the 4th, and then just gets caught. And we kind of got a shit stoppage, but at the same time, probably was going to end poorly for Jared once he got caught, but
in all likeliness, yeah.
Not a great way to go out though.
Not on the Shield.
not my favorite. I forgot to get the fucking end slate in here, so just give me a sec.
Do your thing.
But as I mentioned, good chance me and Gaff go live on, I believe, Monday. Not a good chance, but a possibility we go live on Monday for Tuesday. I don't know. Whenever the fuck Tough is. I don't know. Let's look it up right now. When does
Watch? It's Wednesdays. We're like, oh, you're both off.
They're giving me like every. God damn it, man! Why can't we just? Why can't I get an easy answer? Well, who is it? Shevchenko, Grasso, Tough. Tuesday. All right, so it's
it is Tuesday.
Okay. So possibility we go live Tuesday for Ultimate Fighter if anyone's into that. Which again, there are no bets to take on that. Obviously, we could do some like fun side bets, but can't actually get any action on that. Yeah. And then Thursday, PFL, fucking Mohegan Sun. It's at. I feel like they named their events now like after where they are because it's like PFL Salt Lake City, so PFL Connecticut. I guess it is. I don't know. That's on Thursday. Be live for that. Saturday is the shittiest UFC card of the year. As always, we'll have the breakdowns out on either Monday, Tuesday, whenever the odds come out, usually. But yeah, appreciate as always Gaff for joining, especially from Boston this time. You got
Thanks for having me.
Anything you want to say to the peeps?
Dominick Reyes, Julian Marquez, Miguel Baez. I'm done with you. That is all.
Go fuck yourself. All right, guys. That's it for us. Appreciate everyone for joining. And as always, be good. And see you on Tuesday, possibly, if not Thursday. Peace.